Florentine, it's good to be back on the show. I'm here to promote superdeluxe.com. It's another internet show. One day I'll get back on TV. It's the good side of bad news. Me and another comedian, Jim Norton, just comment on all bad news and think of good stuff about it. So I'm here for that. And also, you know, I tour with the Kill of the Comedy / the Hack Pack. So I'm sure that will be brought up. And that doesn't really bother me. I'm doing comedy 15 years. You want to call me a hack, that's fine. I don't give a shit.
So you're not here to go toe-to-toe with Artie like Shuley did?
No, I don't care. I know I'm not a hack, so I don't take it personally, so it's no big deal to me. But, you know, now, you know, I guess they were taking it personally, but they're making T-shirts up, the Hack Pack T-shirts, so obviously it can't affect them that much, and they're selling them at the shows, so.
Things aren't that bad.
No, it's like, whatever, who cares? Half the crowd doesn't even know what a hack is. No one walks out of our show going, you know, Jim Florentine did a couple of airplane jokes, and, you know, those are hacky from 1970. They don't care about that. They just want to fucking yell, scream, us do our quick dick jokes and get out of there.
So you're just going to have a good time with Howard and the gang?
Yeah, it'll be fun, you know. I'm sure Richard and Sal will come in with some stories about us on the road or whatever, so it should be interesting.
All right,
and Levy, I'm sure, will make his phone call in going, I didn't say that, because he's putting the Iron Sheik on the shows now.
Right, he's a superstar. He's a booking agent.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to work. It's, you know, you got the Iron Sheik, you got Beetlejuice, you got all this stuff. It's like, what is I don't even know what the Iron Sheik's going to do on our comedy shows. What? I guess if one of my jokes bombs, he's going to come out and body slam me or something? I guess that's...
Put you in the camel clutch.
He's going to give me the camel clutch if I don't close strong on my set, so... It should be interesting.
All right, bro. We'll see you in there.
All right, man.
Let's get Jimmy Florentine in here. Let's see what he's up to. Fucking guy. He's a comedian. Must have something funny. Jimmy's kind of gross. What are
you talking about? Jimmy Florentine?
Jimmy Florentine, yeah. He's kind of gross.
Kinda.
He loves doing gross things to people. Hey, Jim. Good to see you.
Good.
That's my man right there, Jim Florentine. Funny dude.
What do you mean? No, I'm growing up. I'm not doing that gross stuff anymore.
Is that right? You're growing out of it?
Yeah.
Everybody's maturing.
One time he went in a bathroom, like at a concert.
Oh, no. Are you going to tell me something really gross?
No, him and Richard went to that, you know that thing in Kansas they went to, that Rocklahoma.
Right.
The gross concert.
So Jim goes there and there's like outdoor porta potties and he takes chili and he's like in the bathroom and like he'll pretend to be eating shit out of a bowl, but like when people open the door they're like, oh my God. And then
that's not funny.
It backfired on him because this hot chick opened the door and went, Jimmy, he had been hitting on her?
Oh.
Well, yeah, I met her the night before backstage. I said, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. She goes, okay, great. And there's 30,000 people there. The next day I got chili and like beef stew on a plate. I'm standing like halfway through in the porta-john, and Richard's egging everyone on. That guy's eating shit. Oh, my God.
That guy is out of it, man.
Yeah, what's he doing?
Eating shit. Oh, that is disgusting, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, he's eating shit.
And then other times I would just stay in the porta-john. It's like 140 degrees in there.
Horrible,
I'm like, what am I doing?
I know. And then like
so then she opens the door. This girl out of 30,000 people, and that one I met the night before, it's like, oh my God, that's great. Hey, I know you. What do you eat? You're eating shit. And she just ran away.
I couldn't even eat in the. You know, I couldn't even eat in there.
Have food in there.
That's going. See, he does commit the joke.
He commits to jokes. Like he'll eat a bunch of vegetables and then go on a plane and then just sit there and loudest farts and it's kind of gross, though.
I was telling somebody the story.
Like, you know what I mean?
Story.
Come on, all right. If me and you are sitting in first class and I'm farting and people behind you are getting disgusted, you're telling me that's not funny?
It is funny, but it does stink. I mean, it's pretty gross. But then
the woman one time the stewardess followed me to the bathroom and started spraying the bathroom door while I was in there. She started. My friends like,
Jim, where was the gig? I'm going to remember this. I didn't think. You know, when you hear that, you go, I'm more mature than that. But then when it happens. Because where was the gig? You know what I'm talking about. It was me, you, and KC was with us. Burlington, Vermont.
Yeah, in the airport.
Right. Okay, in the airport. Like a big resort community, a family skiing, like the American family, 2 lovely children.
Right.
And we walked by them in the airport on our way to get a car, and I'm even cranky. I just got off a plane. We got a show that night. We're a foot from them, and Jim I mean, the loudest fart you've ever heard, and the whole family just turns in horror. I mean, like,
It was perfect timing.
I laughed until we did the show that night.
But do you ever feel bad for like the people that you're
No,
farting
look,
on?
man, it's 2 seconds out of it. You know what I mean? I just fart and I move on. It's not, I didn't hurt anybody.
And then like
all the kids were giggling. The parents were disgusted, but the kids had.
Yeah, the kids
had
like it.
And
Yeah.
Richard will describe they're on their way to these gigs and they're on these long car rides and like Richard will fart and then Jim goes, roll up the window so that you lock the smell in. I love it.
Well, I don't love it, but I'm just, you know what? If someone did it, I'm going to take it.
And he goes,
You're ruining the joke if you roll the window down.
He goes, Jimmy tells me he can even tell what I ate.
Oh, great.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. That's wild.
I always remember the pepper mill story. I was telling somebody that the other day. He had the guy go through one of those pepper mills at a restaurant and pile up the pepper.
That's funny.
And he's so committed, he ate the darn thing.
Yeah. Whenever I go to dinner now, they come around. You want pepper? Everyone at the table's like, please don't do it. I did it with my family. I was in Jamaica last week with them.
So you make the guy empty out an entire pepper.
Yeah,
tray.
I only bet it went about 8 minutes this time.
Right.
My family was disgusted. They're like, look, because they're all laughing, they can't eat.
I mean, the guy goes, like the first minute in, the guy goes, all right, is that enough?
Yeah,
and
I'm
you're
like,
like, more.
more, man.
Well, no, one of the
And does the
stories.
guy laugh as he's sitting?
No,
and
he was not laughing at all because he had a bunch of other tables to get to.
And one of the stories,
Then
the
they had
guy
to bring
ran
another-
out. Yeah, the guy ran out. He had to go get him more pepper.
Well,
right?
no, yeah.
So
they
this
had
is you now. What were you like before you stopped all this and grew up?
He had to bring another pepper guy in, a relief pepper guy, and the other guy came in because his arm was tired.
In front of your family?
Yeah, in front of my family. Yeah.
So that went 8 minutes, and then you ate every bit of the salad.
Yeah, I ate it all. Yeah.
Like you,
I had to because I got nephews. They look up to me. They can't just say I'm going to throw this out.
wow. Does it burn your whole mouth up?
It was pretty spicy.
Yeah.
But everything in Jamaica is so.
That's funny, man.
You know what's a real simple one is walking down the street with him in New York, and he just goes, "Sir," and then we just keep walking. And, I mean, every time a guy falls, the guy looks behind him.
And then Artie laughs, so he thinks Artie said it.
Yeah, I laugh every time.
So you've been working a lot?
Yeah, I've been on the road and working. I'm
You
doing a
doing
TV
all right?
show now. Yeah, I'm doing good,
okay?
you know.
A TV show.
Well, it's
Jim had a
broadband
rough
show.
experience. His beautiful girlfriend, who we knew very well, Jade,
Yeah.
she committed suicide. But so now Jimmy's like a whole advocate. Didn't you do some charity work for suicide
Yeah, I'm
prevention?
working with this foundation, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention now.
And what'd you do? You did
Wow.
like a long walk?
Yeah, I did a 20-mile walk for him.
How does
I
that
raised
make
a bunch
money?
of just people. You have to raise enough money. You have to raise at least $1,000 just to walk.
Oh, wow.
So everyone that did it, and there was about over like 2,000 people. I raised about $5,000 for it.
But you're lazy. Did you do the whole walk?
I did about 13 miles.
And then what happened?
Because it was ridiculous. It was 20 miles through Manhattan. You know what I mean? It was from dusk till dawn.
Right.
And you didn't do it?
Well,
You
no.
didn't
What
do it.
happened is they realized that 20 miles was too long, so they had people picking up in buses to take them further along because we were never going to finish in time.
Oh.
Me and my other buddy, this guy Ray Combs. Remember Ray Combs,
Yeah.
Senior? Yeah.
Ray Combs Sr. committed suicide.
Yeah. So I was walking with his son, Ray Combs Jr. is a comic.
Oh,
He's a
wow.
good friend of mine.
I didn't know that.
So we walked together, and we got to like the Upper West Side. It was like 2 in the morning. There was a bar open. We go, you know what? Let's go in and do a shot for our loved ones. You know what I mean? One quick shot, then
But
we'll
are
get
you
back
guys-
in line and start walking.
Are you guys in like some sort of support group together? Because his father, Ray Combs, who hosted Family Feud,
He committed suicide.
he committed suicide.
Yeah.
And Jade, of course, committed suicide. It was tough, man. So do you guys sit there and talk suicide stuff together?
Yeah, we do. I go to support groups. He doesn't go to the same ones
And
I
what
do.
are the support groups like? What do they do?
It's called Survivors of Suicide. So everyone that's been through it, we sit around and we talk. It's like an AA meeting. You
And
know?
do you goof around there? or
No,
are you
no,
serious?
there's no goofing around.
No, you serious?
I was at
man?
one last night till like 10 o'clock. It's
Yeah.
just you see a mother come in that just lost her son. It's horrific.
Have you ever picked up any chicks there?
No, but there's a lot of women that want me to set them up with their daughters and stuff. I'm like, nah,
I got to figure women are vulnerable at that point if they're coming
That
there.
would be a good pickup spot, you think?
Yeah,
It is.
As a hideous man, I know this.
No, because there's this woman I talked to on the phone. She's about 53. She came to Artie's show this weekend. She was in town.
Right.
And she just lost her son about a year ago, and we've been talking on the phone. She emailed me and what happened with Jade.
That's the roughest thing to go through.
It's horrific, especially a mother losing her son.
Right.
And, we've become good friends, and she was in town. I took her to Artie's show, and she's like, Jim, just fuck me, please.
Really?
Just throw me one. I don't care. And I'm like, you can't do that because it's,
Wait, which
you know what
one?
I mean?
The mother said that?
The mother, yeah. The mother.
Wow.
Are you
She's
trying-
hot though.
Wow.
She has, but
Yeah,
you know
she
what?
is.
You can't take advantage of somebody like that.
Wow, look
when
at
in
you
the
have
groups.
grown up. You can't take
Yeah,
advantage of
because
someone?
you would have done it a few years ago.
Oh, I would have exactly. I would have done it in a second.
I can't believe this. So what?
You know,
since,
she's because you know what she's you know.
She's messed up right
She's messed
now.
up. I'm messed up right now, and I don't want to ruin our friendship because you know we call each other when we're having bad
boy,
days.
that's awfully high-minded
Yeah.
of you, not to,
You know.
to turn down pussy.
And
I
she's
mean,
smoking. I mean, you met her, Artie. She's hot, right?
Oh,
She's
very
50.
hot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nice body.
boy, you're real. Maybe this like whole experience has changed you. In
I
some
think it
weird
definitely
way.
has. Absolutely.
I mean, that you wouldn't fuck some broad who just is begging for
Dude,
it.
I got so many girlfriends that I just go out to lunch with or dinner, and I don't do anything with them.
Have you had
now.
sex
You've
since
got
Jade?
And I've never,
girlfriends
and,
now.
and I never did that. I never wanted to spend time with women if I couldn't sleep with them. Like for
right.
what?
Yeah, I mean, why?
But
would
now
you?
I actually enjoy it because look, when I'm having a bad day, I can't call my friend Bob Levy up
You
and go,
can't
Bob,
call
I'm having a
Artie,
good
yeah.
day. No, I can call Artie because Artie, you know, Artie
He will talk to you?
Yeah, absolutely, Artie will. But like Bob, you know, Artie's tough to get in touch with. But Bob, I can't
Bob's
call him
always
up. and go,
available?
"Hey, Bob, yeah, he's always available. You know, I got
Request him
I
as
got
a
a
friend.
hotline to his basement phone
Have you
number.
had sex since Jade's suicide?
No,
Not
a couple of
Really?
blowjobs, but no.
just blowjobs.
Yeah.
Why do you think just blowjobs and not intercourse?
I don't know. I just I haven't. You know, they were actually compliment. You know, they just said, "Look, I feel bad for you. Pull your pants down." And
Wow.
Wow.
And
But
gave
did
me
you
one,
enjoy
so-
the blowjobs?
of course.
Okay,
No one-
so why wouldn't you go ahead and have
Well,
sex?
you know, I don't know. I mean, you know, I'll get to that point, but you know, it's going to be a while before I get close to somebody again.
But you
know?
and Jade had already broken up. But
Well, we weren't actually. I mean, we were having problems. This is the thing. I turned 40, she turned 30. We're both growing apart.
Right.
We're trying to make it work. We're together 6 years. And
boy, the
then,
way she looked, I never would have grown apart from her, man.
well, I mean, she just, you know, when a woman hits 30, it changes. You know what I mean? So I hit 40, and I was like, I don't know what I want. She didn't know what she wanted. We're having
So
problems.
she said to you, "Hey, let's call it off."
No, I mean, we were both like just, you know, going in different directions. We
Yeah.
were still living together. We bought a place together, and
His girlfriend was super hot.
yeah, and it got to the point where, you know, we were trying to make it work. We were breaking up. We were getting back together. We were always still living there. And then, you know, Christmas came, and we said, you know what? We had a great Christmas, so let's just go in the new year and see what happens. And then 2 days later, it was,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Do you think psychologically the reason you can't fuck some girl now is that you're afraid that she might kill herself? You could lose her?
Yeah, well, the next relationship I go in, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be tough.
You
But
know
she
who
didn't
he
kill-
should join up with? He
Oh.
should hook up with Richard Jennings' ex.
Right.
Yeah, see, that really set me back when I heard that because I knew Richard. We had the same
Really?
management. Yeah, I mean, it was really sad. You know what I mean? And then everybody's like going, well, was it because you didn't get an HBO special? Was that it? It's you know, it's a lifelong depression is what it is.
She had lifelong depression?
You know, I get, you know, she was, you know, she had her issues, definitely.
Right.
You know, and it was just, it's just tough. You know,
Yeah.
everybody does, but I never thought she would do it. I never did.
You told me you were on stage and you got a call from her, but you were on stage. You couldn't take the call, so she left a voicemail saying, "Hey, that's it. I'm done. I'm done living." Right?
Oh, so there was a
Yeah.
little message.
Yeah.
So did you save that message or did you get rid of it?
No, I only listened to it once. I had saved it for like 2 weeks, and then I just erased it. I couldn't
Smart.
listen to it again.
I was gonna. I mean, I don't know anything about the topic, but I couldn't be able to. Like, I wouldn't want to hear that ever again.
No, I just, you know, I had it, and I'm like, what am I saving it for? You know, I just, there's no way I could have listened to it again. It was too painful, you know.
Dude, you went through a lot. I felt
Yeah.
real bad.
I know, you
what
called
to
me.
say.
I appreciate it. You called me
Yeah.
a few times. We talked, and
Did you found her?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was,
And there's
you
no
know,
way to erase that from your mind.
No, and they, you know, when you find somebody, it makes it even worse. It's even a longer grieving process, you know, when you do that. But yeah, I mean, you know, I was hoping that it was just it was a cry for help, that call, you know, and I rushed home, and
You were too late.
yeah, it was too late. Yeah.
Motherfucker. That is awful, man. That is just awful.
Yeah,
Sweet
it's,
girl too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
liked her a
really.
lot.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, she certainly didn't seem like to us.
I know. Well,
the
that's
kind
what
of
everybody
person
said. She
who
was
would
always
do
up
that.
and happy and
She used
stuff.
to grab my
absolutely.
nuts.
I know.
Not
that's
too
the
many
way-
girls like that who look that good and will grab my nuts.
Yeah, it's a shame, you know. But I'm just trying to get help, and
I didn't know you found her.
yeah,
I didn't realize that. Maybe you told me that. I blocked it out.
yeah.
That's tough shit, man.
Yeah, that's you know, they say it's like a 2-year grieving process, you know, a death like this. But then when you find somebody, it could be even longer. You know,
I called you a bunch of times. Anybody thinks I'm a scumbag?
No,
I called-
you did, absolutely.
Okay.
You
Did
were there
Artie
for
call
him.
you a bunch of times?
Artie did,
Oh, he
absolutely.
Okay, all right.
You know,
Who called more, me or Artie?
I think Artie by
Artie
2.
did? By 2 calls?
By two.
Well, I think
I called a bunch of times. I couldn't get through.
No, you called a lot, though, definitely.
I know.
We were also working together quite a
Oh,
bit.
you can't count that if Artie's calling you about work.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
About a month afterwards, the first time we worked together after it was in Miami, and we had 2 shows in one night. And in between shows, I talked to Jim in the dressing room, and I couldn't believe how different he was. Not just sad, obviously, and depressed, but even more mature and how he was looking at life, and it was a change.
Did it really change the way he looks at life and everything?
A lot of.
Change your comedy?
It's made my comedy better because now I'm completely fearless on stage.
It's edgier, the comedy.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Way.
It's like I have no fear whatsoever because that's the whole thing as a comic. If you can get over that fear and just open up, and if I can open up in a support group or here, I could do it on stage. I have no problem with. Not that I talk about it on stage, but and my friend Rudy Sarzo, he used to play with Ozzy. He was Randy Rhoads' best friend. He was in the bus that day when it crashed.
Right.
That was his best friend. And I talked to him and I said, Rudy, how did you get over that? Because they went on the road like 3 weeks after that. Ozzy needed to get back out. Sharon was really worried about him. He said, I dedicated every show to Randy, and that's how we did it. And that's what I do with Jade. I just dedicate every show, and the shows have been amazing.
Do you feel guilty in some way that because you guys broke up that she did this, or it had nothing to do with that?
Well, I mean, we were technically still together.
Right.
But, of course you feel guilty. Yeah.
Right,
I mean, most of the, I'm not, some days I'm angry at her because I'm left alone and I have to deal with this. But, mostly I'm just sad that I miss her,
You get angry because, hey, why'd you do this?
Well, absolutely. But I know it wasn't directed towards anybody. It was just someone that needed to be out of pain. And that's what she wrote in the letter. And, she left a letter saying, look, I need to be out of pain. I've been in pain my whole life. And, it's been gut-wrenching, and I'm really sorry I have to do this, but I want you to have a good life, and I'll see you again soon. And just know that the 6 years we were together were the best 6 years of my life. So when I read that, it really it helped me get through it.
She left a letter.
Yeah.
Oh.
A few of them, yeah. But that was.
Did you save those, or did you get rid of them?
No, I have them, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't look at them.
I look at them sometimes, yeah. I take them, in therapy and stuff. I brought him in because he wanted to, know what they said.
So
and all
you
that
have
stuff.
a regular one-on-one therapist?
Oh
as
yeah,
well?
yeah. I go like 2 days a week, and I go to these support groups. So I read all these self-help books. I've read like 20 books in the last 8 months. And this stuff. But I'm just trying to get through. I went to a spiritual healer, a shaman.
Wow.
Hey, someone told me about this. You went to it's a dude, and he starts rubbing you and stuff?
What?
What's going on with that?
How does he heal you?
You might have got this thing might have really freaked you out.
Yeah.
You also had a hand job in it?
No. Yeah. Well,
Is that where you're getting your hand jobs?
that's where I got my complimentary blowjob.
What'd the guy do?
No, well, he's a healer. He's a spiritual healer.
Yeah.
Even you see.
My
this is
friend said,
funny.
"Look, go see him." You know what I mean? He gets a hotel room. He has a.
Of course he does.
Yeah. He has his table in there, and I'm like, "It's a guy," and you get down in your underwear. I go, "Is he gonna put anything in my ass?" She's like, "No."
That'll heal you.
I go, "As long as nothing goes in my ass, I'm open to it."
So what do you have to do? Like, what does he do to help you get over the suicide and everything?
Well, he's.
What does he look like? I mean,
He's an Indian guy, American Indian. He's about
okay.
58.
American Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a shaman.
A shaman. I know, man. That's
Well, Bob
wild.
Hope used to take him on the road. He was like his healer dude, and just keep
he
him positive
works
and stuff.
with comedians.
Yeah, he works with a lot of celebrities and stuff, and he just he massages you and gets all the anger and all this bullshit out of your
I've
body.
never been massaged by a dude. That would make me angry.
Well, this guy's a healer, though.
Oh.
He's a healer, so I didn't get an erection.
What do you have to pay for something like that?
It's like $250 for 2 hours.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
And he
2
rubs
hours.
you all over?
Not the ass or anything.
What about like your
How
balls?
come there's no anger in your ass?
I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe he saw a couple zits and moved down to my legs.
It's my angriest part.
You have a lot of anger, but not in your ass, thank God. The guy tells you have anger in your ass, and you don't get out of the room.
Yeah, the guy's like, yeah, there's nothing in my ass, and that's how it's gonna stay.
When you've been through a suicide, do people try to take advantage of you? Like, this healer's okay. I mean, he makes you feel good, but do people try to get involved with you in strange ways and offer you cures and all that kind of stuff?
No.
It's been all above board.
Yeah, but this guy's really helped me out a lot. I mean,
Yeah?
the stuff he was saying, the stuff he told me was basically what she wrote in her note. You know what I mean? Look, I had a lot
Can
of
you
anger.
contact her and do all that kind of
No,
stuff?
he doesn't do any of that.
I don't like that.
No, that's but he basically told me what was in her note, and also like he said, look, the bottom line is don't blame this on yourself. Of
Right.
course you're gonna have these feelings of guilt and blame, but he goes, just remember, you were chapter 3 in her life. Chapter 1 was the root of the problem. You weren't there for chapter 1.
Right.
And it really made a lot of sense.
That does.
And then also he
Yeah.
said, look, you were. For 30 years, she thought about everybody else by not doing it, and that one day she finally thought about herself.
Right.
So those two things
this
really.
Indian dude sounds like he knows something.
I'm telling you, the
Me
guy.
have lots wisdom for you, Jimmy.
He's amazing. I've been to him 3 times. I love him. Yeah.
Sitting Bull once say. You've been through a lot, man. I tell you, it does have to change you in some way because, I mean, here's a woman that you live with, you love, And then, like, all of a sudden, she's gone, and she's ended her own life. Man, I can't even imagine what you've been through, man. I tell you, that's just shit.
It's the worst. But that's why I'm trying to, like, work with the foundation and stuff like that, because that's all she was about, was helping people.
Well, you took off
She
after
helped me.
mile 13,
She helped you. She grabbed your balls.
She grabbed my balls and cock.
But he took off after mile 13. How committed are you, really? It was a 20-mile walk.
He was tired.
Well,
aren't you doing some other kind of work?
Well, that's what happened. We stopped in. Let's just do a shot and a beer real quick. We'll do a toast to our loved ones, right? Next thing you know, it's 2 hours later. We're hammered. So now we're like, okay, they're probably already back at the South Street Seaport is where it was going to end up. So let's take a cab like 2 blocks away and get right back in the line. We try to figure out where they were. We get back there. There's like 3 people walking in front of us. We were the first 5 to get there. And everyone's cheering us. They broke the red tape. Everyone's like, oh, my God. Meanwhile, I'm hammered on Jaeger.
All right, let's go to the phones. Say hi to Jim Florentine. By the way, check out Jim Florentine on the good side of bad news, available at superdeluxe.com. See Jim tomorrow through Saturday at the Funny Bone in St. Louis, and you can go to jimflorentine.com. Are you still on the tour with Bob Levy and the Hack Pack? Are you?
Yeah, we're doing that.
You're doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And now he has
the Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
He's got Gary the Retard, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I don't know where my comedy fits in. Like, how are they going to use Iron Sheik on that tour? Like, what if one of my jokes bomb? He's going to come out and give me the camel clutch?
Could be.
You suck!
Let's go to Bob. Bob, you're on the air.
Yeah, Jim mentioned that, he hadn't had sex and that he had mercy blowjobs, and he didn't even thank me. Jim, why didn't you thank me for the mercy blowjobs I gave you?
I forgot your name, that's why. You didn't swallow, that's why.
Roger, go ahead in East Windsor, New Jersey.
Hey, now. Hey, Jimbo. You started out talking about farting in kids' faces and stuff, and it was funny. And now I feel like slitting my own wrist, man. You're depressing me. How about making me laugh funny, man?
I'm sorry.
Hey, come on.
I don't control the interview.
Listen, wow, we don't have problems, but you're a funny man. This isn't an 800 help me line, okay?
Hey, Roger, you can't be for real. I mean, Jimmy talking about this is not only fascinating, but the fact is that it's part of his life. How's he going to ignore it?
Yeah, but he should be. Doesn't Sirius have like a suicide channel?
Dude, you know what? You're a dick, but that's okay. I just hope you never go through this. And if you do, I'll fucking call you and I'll help you through it. How's that?
David, give me an 800 number because I'm ready to slit my wrist and I'll give it to my family and I'll just listen to you, okay?
All right, cool.
Thank you. He's going to slit his wrists.
That's what it is. People just joke. Whatever. He can joke about it.
Yeah, he can say what he wants.
I don't do it on stage. When I'm on stage, it's just, full-out comedy. But
I'm glad you're able to talk about it because I know for months you weren't even able to talk about it.
No, I mean, it was tough. I wanted to come on the show a while ago, but I just wasn't ready, man. My emotions were too raw.
Fuck yeah.
Even still.
Yeah, I bet. Man. He's going to slit his wrist. I wish he would slit his wrist, that guy. Obnoxious fuck.
We don't want to lose a subscriber, though.
Well, that's true, too.
See,
unless he's got the lifetime.
You're always thinking. There you go. That's nice.
Let's go to Kevin in Secaucus, New Jersey. Kevin?
Hey, guys. How you doing? Hey, Jim. I grew up with you in Old Bridge. I saw you at the Stress Factory. I was the guy you went to the Scorpions concert with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, Mike and I, we were so sorry to hear about what happened with your girlfriend. I'll tell you something, though, Howard. Jim has been like this since high school. His brand of comedy, and we always used to wonder how he was going to translate out on stage. I remember one time his sister had told me a story that she asked Jim to go get her some fruit punch, and Jim comes back with the fruit punch, and she goes, I start drinking it, and it tastes kind of salty. And she turns around, and Jim's laughing. Jim actually peed in her fruit punch.
Oh. You peed in your sister's fruit punch?
I don't remember that one, but it probably is true.
Wow.
I don't know if it is, though.
Oh, dude.
I remember doing that when I was like 5, my older sister.
Isn't that terrible? I mean, to pee in somebody's drink?
That's not funny.
That's not funny. No, I mean...
Howard, something else had happened. Him and his buddies had a card game one time. And, Jim, this happened with Tony. They were playing quarters or something, and the loser actually had to get videotaped catching somebody else taking their shit in their hands. I mean, these guys...
This is crazy, hardcore stuff, man.
Away from them.
This is wild.
That's a rough poker game.
We didn't have a lot of money, so somebody's got to take a log in their hands.
Oh.
Wow.
That
Brian.
was like a year ago. I've grown up since then.
He's very mature now since tragedy has entered his life. He's changed, man. Brian.
Hey, Howard, Jim's totally bullshitting you there on the time he got laid. He totally got laid last time he was here in Baltimore.
What do you mean?
He was here in Baltimore. He totally hooked up with a friend of mine, and his buddy, his other comedian buddy, hooked up with her roommate the same night. You know, he's totally gotten laid since his girlfriend committed suicide.
When?
That was in...
Because I was in Baltimore twice.
That was in Baltimore. When was the last? It was like in May.
No, you're wrong.
Around, I'm telling you, it was around there. Remember, you came.
How do you know he just didn't get a BJ? Why would he lie?
No, I'm totally telling you. It's the truth.
Were you in the room?
I was there that night till like 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
But you were there watching him have sex?
No, after we left it.
You know you're lying, Brian.
No, I'm telling you.
Really?
Yeah,
well, why wouldn't he tell me he got laid?
Yeah, like I already said, I got 2 complimentary blowjobs. Like I wouldn't say it.
Right.
If I'm talking about what happened that night, I'll talk about getting laid.
Yeah, that makes no sense. All right, Hook Nose Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard. Hook Nose Drew Bass today. Listen, I can't believe the change in Jim, bro. You're like a different person, man. Let me ask you a question, bro. Did you ever consider or think about maybe like changing, being a comedian or your career path or anything like that when something like this happens?
No, I mean, this is what I do best, comedy and fuck with people.
I'm not giving that up. Never thought of giving that up.
I got no other skills. Before I did comedy, I was cutting lawns.
Yeah,
I'm not going back to that. You know, I got nothing to fall back on.
Yeah, Mel, you're on the air in New York City.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Listen, my girlfriend was friends with Jim's girlfriend, and it turns out he was practicing that stand-up on her every night. And that's what led to the...
these people are sick.
You're saying Jim practices stand-up on her and then she couldn't take it anymore? Is that what you're trying to imply?
That's what she was telling me.
Well, it's just practice.
Well,
that's right.
Yeah, well, look, the material wasn't honed.
Hey, you got to, I mean, you know, Jesus.
Joe, you're on the air in Boston.
So much for sympathy.
Aren't people wonderful?
Really?
Well, you're getting no sympathy, are you?
That's all right.
Yeah,
I didn't come on for sympathy. That's fine.
That. Joe, go ahead. You're on in Boston.
Hey, I think it's ironic that Jim is so associated with this suicide prevention, and yet he goes on stage with Richard Christie, who commits suicide every night when he does comedy. But anyway,
Cricket
2, 3, 4, this thing on. Actually, Robin just mentioned this about Richard Jeni. Were you close to Richard Jeni? And did you how soon did you after his suicide? Were you close?
Joe, is there a question somewhere in here?
I know.
He said he knew Richard Jeni.
I knew Richard. We had the same management. I haven't seen him in a while, probably about 3 or 4 years.
Do you know his girlfriend?
No, I didn't know his girlfriend.
You didn't call her or anything?
I didn't know who she was.
Did you go to his memorial service? Or
I was out of town when I did, but it really that was a tough one.
Did Jade, when she was alive, ever grab Richard Jeni's nuts at all?
I don't think she ever met him.
She never gave him the pleasure?
She might be grabbing his nuts now. They're both up in heaven,
She was a great girl. I'll tell you what, man.
Do you believe in heaven now?
Oh, yeah, I've always had. I grew up Catholic.
You did? You believe in heaven?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Artie does too, right?
Look, I believe there's a place where, I believe it's like a big World Series game.
Who were the most famous guys' nuts Jade ever grabbed when she was alive?
Probably yours.
Was it me?
And Pharrell's, I think Pharrell's
nuts?
Yeah, she got Pharrell. Yeah, shake it up.
Drove her right over the edge with Pharrell and me. Well, I don't know. And did she go peacefully, though, at least? I mean,
yeah.
She did. Pills?
Pills, yeah, and booze.
Booze. That's how I would do it. If I ever, I could never imagine doing it, but if I had to do it, that's the way I would do it.
I had a friend who, actually a couple in high school, out of high school. We were in our mid-20s. I went to high school with them, and I saw a couple of their notes because I was real friendly with the family. And it's the weirdest thing about reading a suicide note is you realize that this is the last thing this person ever did. You look at every sentence, every choice, like
why?
Every choice of word. Why did they write that word, address this person?
Is that what you're going through?
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you said you've read several notes? What is
did.
going on?
I read about 3 of them in my mid-20s. They was all sort of drug-related.
Oh.
And one kid actually got into a bookie for a bunch of money, and both his parents were killed, and he offed himself. And,
wow.
I was close enough to where I saw the notes, yeah, and it's just
he got in trouble with the bookie, and the bookie killed his parents?
No, well, that was a rumor, but nothing that dramatic. But the kid, actually a good-looking kid. He always got laid a lot. It was funny, but he had some issues with drugs. He got into a bookie when we were about 25 years old. He owed a bookie about $180,000.
Oh my God!
And a real guy, like a Staten Island guy, and he he I guess, was going to try to go to his parents and see if they would mortgage the house.
Ugh.
And, he lived in my town. The houses were like, no more than $150,000. But before he had a chance to do that, within 3 weeks of each other, his parents died of heart attacks.
Wow.
And it was like a 1-2 punch. He was living out of a van for a little while trying to avoid this bookie. And we all knew where the van was. And every once in a while, someone would go see if he was all right, bring him food and shit. And one day, this one kid opened it up and he was dead. And it was a note, and he took pills. He overdosed. The note is so freaky to look at.
Is it hard to sleep at night? Because you think about her and you think about.
The sleeping's not so bad. It's more of just the day to day. Some days are really tough.
Wow.
Some days it's like a big storm coming. You just gotta wait it out.
Wheels.
But I just know when I'm out, when my friends are doing comedy or whatever, I have a good time. I live in the moment now, so I'm just when I'm out, I'm having a blast, and I'll deal with the other stuff later when I get back.
What'd you do with all her stuff and everything?
Some of it's still there, and her family took the other stuff. So I have some pictures and stuff. Basically, is all I got left.
You still live in the same apartment?
No, I haven't been back since that night. I won't go back.
You won't go back?
No.
And have you
I don't blame
considered? Did you ever consider suicide?
No.
Okay.
I don't feel the pain that people feel when they're suicide, and so it's tough for me to understand. But I'm understanding it now, knowing about it. But no, I've never been.
Wheels, you're on the air.
I'm going to catch a lot of flack because family listens. But I'll tell you what, I kind of respect Jim's girlfriend, and when you're sick of life and there's nothing you can do, it's just like being free. You don't want to hurt anybody around you. But it's like I respect her. There's people that try to commit suicide, total losers, I respect her, and I contemplate it. I'm paying for my own funeral now. It's a monthly payment. I got a will, got everything set up, and I'm actually leaving video for close friends, and I've written a ton of letters. I'm even going to send you one, Howard. I actually suggested Gary for if there's going to be our last show, I'd do it on the air.
You're thinking about killing yourself?
Every day.
He's paralyzed, though. Come
Yeah.
on, Wheels.
My
you're in a
life's
different
changed.
situation. Yeah, but Wheels, I know you, Wheels. You're in a different situation, and listen, I saw my father. You're not as bad as my father, first of all.
Wheels, you got use of your arms, right?
You got a life, man.
I can move my arms, yeah.
Yeah, and I could tell. I met your friends,
You still got to wake up in the morning. You got to wait for your nurse to come in to help you get up and get your shower going. It's just, you're just so different. You know what I mean? It's like, enough, 12 years. I've suffered enough. It's like bullshit,
Hey, Wheels, are you on any medication, for depression or
I don't take
anything?
any painkillers.
No, what about for depression or anything?
No, hell no. Screw that shit.
No, see, that's the thing. You need that.
Should Jade have been on that, you're saying? She should have been.
Anyone, the medication really works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wheels, you should really think about just trying it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people that... Wheels, a lot of people that feel suicidal that are on medication, they go on to medication like, holy shit, I feel amazing. This is unbelievable. Give it a try.
Wheels, you're a subscriber. I don't want to see you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about us. We can't lose any listeners.
I'm sorry, Robin.
Wheels, is there a way you could set up a permanent account at Sirius so that even as you go, in other words, we don't want to lose you.
You can buy a lifetime thing.
Well,
You could buy a life. Yeah, but
if I would have won the football pool this year, I would have definitely been.
Yeah, and
So he's blaming it on me.
who couldn't help you out there?
I thought you were a
don't
pretty
feel-
upbeat guy, actually. I mean, I'm making jokes.
I am. Listen, I have a great time. I laugh all day. I don't feel suicidal. I just know I'm just tired of living like this.
No, look, man.
I have listen, man.
Come on.
It's over. It's over. That's all.
But you do hurt other people. You're gonna hurt other people.
You're gonna hurt us, number
Right,
one.
we're going to be hurt, too.
I'll be bummed.
My mom's the one I worry about the most.
Right, sure. So
I had a brother shot and killed. He was 18, and my older brother just got death in the hospital. He only got 2 sons left.
Wow.
But I got to think it comes down to what's worth living. You know what I mean?
try the medication. Try it. What do you got to lose?
Do you look forward to anything on a daily basis?
I listen to your show 24/7. I write. I just no, that's about it. I like to play Hold'em, and that's about it, basically.
Wait till you hear the Christmas special we're planning and the.
Did you tell him?
I'm telling him now. We're doing the history of Howard Stern. It's going to be a 2-week
You don't
special.
want to miss that.
I'll be here, dude. I'm not
good.
going until you go.
Oh, good. All right. Well, so you've got at least another 3.5 years.
And we can talk you out of it in that time.
I doubt it.
Yeah, we will.
Hey, Wheels, I want to talk to you off the air if you want.
Hey, no problem, Jim. But seriously, I'm like.
You got his number?
No, but I'll get it from Gary.
I've seen this guy at gigs. He's got a lot of good friends who love him. I think you're in a different situation than a lot of other people, man.
Yeah, Jimmy's going to call you, all right?
Some people, Artie, would say it was justified for, but not for you.
Yeah, well, definitely. Absolutely.
Do you
like
have
my old man? I think my old man would have been justified in
Wheels,
offing himself.
do you have penis sensation
Yes, I do.
in your penis?
Then you have something
And
to
you
live
got.
for.
I would be able to talk you out of this.
Oh, you know what? Seriously, sex isn't, because you don't, I can't really say this. You don't come anymore. So it's. I like just to getting a girl off anyway. Thank God. You know what I mean? But
What do you mean you don't come anymore?
yeah, when you're a quad or a para, you don't ejaculate anymore.
Oh. Is that
And
right?
I'll tell you what, I'm not bragging, but I used to get top-notch chicks. I mean, I had 3 Eagles cheerleaders. My ex-wife was a Sixers dancer. And you go from that to going, you don't lower your standards, you know what I mean? It's just...
What happened? You jumped in a pool, right?
I dove in the bay and broke my neck, yeah.
In the bay.
Yeah, big old bay. Too big for me.
Do you keep reliving that moment over and over again?
No, I have dreams about it all the time, just, what are you going to do? It was a 1-second mistake. I tried to do a belly flop, and I just messed up, What are you going to do?
God.
My mistake, I did it to me.
You didn't belly flop, you went head first.
Actually, no, the water was only 12 inches deep. I thought it was like 3 feet.
Yikes.
My chin and chest hit it, just snapped my neck backwards.
Ugh. You must hate bays now.
Actually, I don't go in the water, obviously.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
I just float, What the hell good am I going to do?
You were getting cheerleaders and
Listen, yeah, I mean, any of my friends and my cousins, anyone listening, they know I used to get... Yeah, my ex-wife was the head of the Sixers cheerleaders. I mean...
And what did she do? She bail on you after you got the accident?
No, beforehand. That worried up beforehand. She just traveled. She danced in Vegas, everywhere. I mean, she was just on the road constantly. We just fell apart. Love her to death, wish her the best, but, no hard feelings. No, just the fact that it's just the game, even like picking up chicks, this and that, whatever, it used to be like nothing. I ain't into working for no pussy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
I
Now,
can
but
make a phone call.
in the past, you didn't have to work for pussy. Now all of a sudden you're going to be begging for it?
No, I ain't.
And I don't understand something. If you got feeling in your penis, why can't you shoot a load?
Yeah, you got to read a book, Howard.
No, I mean, but you feel it though, right?
No, you feel a girl going up and down on your dick. You got sensation. It's not like the real feel. You don't have that feeling. I could tell you if you were poking me with something sharp or something dull.
It's not that.
It's called sensation, right?
Right.
Right. But I mean, seriously, what's better than making a girl come? Nothing. So I mean, I do get off on that way, but it's just not the same. It just ain't the same. And that's not even part of it. Screw the sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just being happy. That's what it's about.
Yeah, you better call this dude.
Yeah, I'm going to call. Yeah, I'm going to call.
Hold on.
Hey, one more thing.
Yeah.
Artie, your buddy's parents both died. He would have got the house, and you could have paid his bookie. He screwed up. See, I try to be funny.
Hold
Talk
on.
to you guys later.
Hey, Gary, get Will's number and give it to Jim. Jim, call the dude.
Yeah, I will.
I
know what he's going through.
Hey, Bob, what's up? Bob Levy, everyone.
Jeez, I live in my ex-wife's basement. I'm getting a little depressed now with this fucking conversation. Can we talk about me and Jim pulling trains? Get us in a happy mood again? Come on.
Oh, jeez.
Those were the days, Jim. Let's go back to banging chicks like that.
Did you used to bang chicks with Levy?
Yeah, I banged a couple with Levy.
What, double teaming
In
them?
the
Yeah,
room.
in the room, yeah.
You and Levy double team chicks?
And Levy's got a big hog too.
Yeah.
When he pulled it out, I go, Bob, I gotta go first. I can't follow that.
That's what I was going to say. Do you
Yeah.
go first?
Absolutely.
Like Bob went first and then you put it in?
No, I went first because I saw the size of his. I go, let me just do a tight 15 up front.
No kidding.
I'll MC the show. I'll finish it out.
You guys
close
wear
it out.
rubbers when you do that, or you just kind of go bareback in?
I always wear rubbers. Yeah.
What about Bob?
It was a while ago, so we were just...
Everything's a while ago. Yeah, it was a while ago, but yeah.
No
It was-
kidding. Is it gross seeing Bob naked and stuff? Isn't that kind of gay?
You just don't look.
All right.
I saw it once and I just said, all right, whatever.
Every story's from 1982.
Yeah, it all happened back then.
The funniest
That
story.
1 year.
The funny story is with Bob. I remember the day he got back from his honeymoon on one of his marriages, right? I had to drive to South Carolina with him for 14 hours in the car. He says, I'm a new man. I'm changed. I'm not going to be with any women anymore. I'm finally found the one. I'm not banging chicks anymore. I'm just going to go back to the room and go to sleep. I'm so happy. That night, he got blown by a stripper. That night. It was a 14 hours of him. That's it. I'm changed man.
There's no change in men.
Bob wants to be a good man. He just can't do it.
Something makes
it's
him.
impossible, man.
I know. On the road, it's hard. You're not married on the road.
You do get a lot of women thrown. There's a lot of, like, with the Killers of Comedy, even Artie shows, a lot of girls around.
Even Artie's
after the
show.
Yeah. There was a bunch of girls.
Artie shows get girls?
No, there was a bunch of girls, because usually Artie's crowd is, fat plumbers and stuff. Like, I was at Caroline's where I couldn't believe how many hot chicks were there. Yeah. But there was at least 3 girls that said, "Where's Artie? I came down here to fuck him tonight."
Candace, you're on the air in Chicago.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, I just want to say fuck you to that Roger that called in and said you were depressing him. This is the most compelling radio ever. I am so mesmerized by it. Love everything that goes on. And Scott this morning was hysterical. But this interview is so mesmerizing.
You seem kind of boring, though.
Pardon me?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, listen, Jimmy, and Jim and I had talked off the air when a lot of this went down. And I know that Jim was in no way, shape, or form ready to come back on the radio, even if we never talked about this. But you've had a lot of growth in the last couple of months, and I know you're feeling a little more comfortable talking about it. He couldn't even talk about it. He was a mess.
Yeah.
I spoke to him right after this happened, and you were really fucked up. And then I spoke to you a little while after that, and you were a little better, but not a lot.
And we superfans really enjoy finding out what did happen, the follow-up on Jade, because we were in tune with that, and we love Jimmy, and we love Jade and her appearances on the show. So this is like something that's, for the superfans that listen every day, are like, what happened to Jimmy? It's great. It's compelling. It's fantastic. It's not a downer, and I'm sure it's helping a lot of people. I think it's great, Howard.
All right, real
Kudos
good, Candace.
to you.
Thank you. All right, well, Marianne, you have the final word, and then we got to get to news.
First, I want to say to Wheels, a shout-out. Wheels, call me anytime. I'd love to talk to. And, Jim, I haven't spoken to you since the suicide about Jade. I feel terrible. And I went on the computer. Did you ever do the suicide walk? Because right after that, a friend of a friend's son committed suicide, and I wanted to do that walk, but I never heard anything about it again.
Yeah, I did it in June. There was a walk in June. There'll be another one in New York in next June.
And how do you find out about it?
I'll talk to you off the air about it. SurvivorsOfSuicide.com is all the information.
Jim's going to have to call a lot of people after the show.
Artie's helping me out because Artie's we're doing a fundraiser
Artie
show.
ain't walking.
No, he's not walking.
Actually, I pay him double not to walk.
We're doing it October 18th. It's just announced today at the Stress Factory in New Jersey. Me and Artie are doing
suicide
well,
comedy
it's a fundraiser.
show?
It's a fundraiser for it. We're going to donate all the money.
That's going to be a fun gig.
No, I'm going to MC it.
We won't bring it up.
Right.
I'm going to bring it up on stage.
You'll not talk
but
about what you're raising money for?
yeah, no, I'm going to go.
You're going to bring
up
suicide?
Absolutely. I'm going to bring it up.
You can
and
do comedy about suicide?
Not comedy about suicide, but I'll bring it up. It's a fundraiser for it, and we're going to give all the money to the foundation.
All right.
So, Chai, the Stress Factory is a great place that we've done other shows like this for.
Irish John, you're on the air.
Hey, Jim, how you doing? My condolences once again. Hey, the woman you were talking about, you helped her through her son's suicide. Was that the woman you were with Saturday night after the show?
Yeah, that's the one I was with, yeah.
Oh, man, she was hot. I don't want to say you're a fag, but I couldn't have been able to control myself. I would have banged her if I were you.
Yeah, I'm a good guy up until a point. Like, I've been around depressed women, and they've wanted to have sex, and I always accommodate them. Always, even though I know it's the wrong thing to do.
No, I mean, I've done that before with depressed women, but someone that's been through that, I just...
Is that really true? Because you got on somebody else's case for taking advantage of a situation.
Well, yes, I did. It was wrong.
But you would do it.
That's right.
No, but before, I've been to AA meetings before and, gotten girls' phone numbers. They give them out, and then I call them and go, look, man, I think I might have a drink. You better come over.
Well, you can check out Jim Florentine on the good side of bad news, available at superdeluxe.com. You can see Jim tomorrow through Saturday at the Funny Bone in St. Louis. If you want tickets, you can go to jimflorentine.com. You can see Jim and Artie performing at a suicide prevention fundraiser October 18th at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Well, let me tell you something, my friend. You've been through a lot. You going to hang out for the news, or am I saying goodbye?
I don't know. Whatever you want me to do.
You want to hang out?
Yeah, I'll hang out.
I'm not going to throw you out. Not after that. Fucking afraid to upset you.
I'm fine. Yeah, let's hang out.
Robin, it's time for news.
Thank you.
There you go.
No boyfriend yet, Robin, huh?
No, not yet.
I'm available.
Oh, well, yeah, but you're all messed up now.
But that's perfect. You could take advantage of it.
But you're farting and shitting.
You can mold me any way you want. You know what I mean?
Right now, you're moldable?
Yeah, I'm moldable.
Malleable.
You want Robin to be the first after your girlfriend's suicide?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah?
Let's just go on a date. We'll go to dinner. You can watch me put pepper on my chicken.
I do like that bit.
Are you asking her out for real?
Yeah, I'll go out with her, yeah.
Yeah? Robin?
Don't do me any favors.
Yeah, I'll go out with her.
Well, you're supposed to ask me?
No, it was like, oh, yeah, sure, why not? I don't have anything else to do.
Well,
so does that mean no?
I guess.
You must like white boys now. You're probably back to white boys.
I switch up.
Yeah, she
I
does.
had a
Yeah,
black one,
yeah.
now
You're
it's
sick of the
time
black
for a
guys.
white
Now
one.
go back to the white
Right,
boys.
yeah, there you
She
go.
wants one young. You're young. How old are you?
41.
Oh,
That's a little too old for me.
You're a little longer.
Yeah, but I
too.
act like I'm 12. Come on.
I think Jim is making a serious play here.
You don't want to go out with Jim? Honestly, be honest. Just get it over with if you don't. Do you not?
I'm afraid of Jim.
He's got a huge ball sack.
Yeah, just don't ask for Hawaiian punch.
Huge ball sack.
Yeah, I've seen it at
There's a selling point.
You got a small penis with a big ball sack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a toy cannon.
Robin, you want something that looks like a toy cannon?
It won't hurt you.
I don't know.
She wants to be hurt. So I think you're saying no, Robin, right?
He's staring.
I'm making her uncomfortable.
Would you stop
I'm good
looking
at that.
me like that?
Yeah.
That's a date with Jimmy. Him trying to figure out how to make me uncomfortable.
How about Jim and Bob Levy double teaming you?
Now there's a dream.
Jim's privates look like you put a beer can into a beanbag chair.
Well, you don't have to see them the first date.
That's good.
You know, just a little making out.
Yes
maybe
or no,
at the
Robin?
end.
You've been propositioned by a great comedian, Jim Florentine. Will you go out with him or not?
I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
Robin's thinking about it. Come on.
I know. I'm just happy she's thinking about it.
Right.
She could say no, but at least
You're attracted to
there was a
Robin
little
for romantic love.
Of black women, as soon as you touch them, they're going crazy.
Oh, listen to this.
Oh, they start moaning right away. Like a white chick is like, a car in the wintertime. You got to warm it up for like 45 minutes.
Well,
as soon as you touch her, she's all over you.
Your laugh sounds interesting. Oh.
She might like that, She's probably had Mr. X was a little conservative,
Right.
controlling
Oh,
maybe.
yes.
Me, I'll let her do her thing, go out on your boat, do whatever, be topless. I'll let you do whatever you want.
Topless. She's topless on the boat.
Drink your drinks. I don't care.
Do what you have to do. Drink your vegetable drink.
Well, that's very, very, very nice offer, but
You're declining?
I'm afraid.
Wow. You got shot down. Shot.
I'll wear her down. I'll wear her down.
In a blaze of glory.
You know what?
If I thought you were serious, I'd say yes.
No, I'm serious. I'll go on.
You're not serious. Don't be ridiculous.
Why wouldn't I be serious? I'll even pay.
I think
He'll pay.
I'll even
Robin's
pay.
got a lot of money. She's got more than you. She can pay.
No, I don't want to pay.
No, because if Robin pays, then I feel like I got to put out the first date.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right, and I will expect something.
You're underestimating how good you look over there, sugar. You're looking all right.
So, Robin, if he is serious, you're interested.
I said I'd go out on a date.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm in. I'm going.
Jimmy doesn't fuck around with dating.
No,
Dating's embarrassing.
I'll become another friend of his.
Yeah.
I'll make a reservation at Quiznos
Yeah,
right now.
She ain't looking to go
Quiznos.
out with you as a
Really?
friend. She's looking for.
Oh, stop it. I'm not looking for anything.
She'll fuck your brains up, but you
Oh,
better be the real
stop it.
deal.
I can work it.
Stop it.
So you're gonna go on a date then?
I'm
serious.
You
Why-
really want to waste my time going on a date?
It's a good career move for Jim. That's the only thing. Jim's not like that. Jim's not a Hollywood guy.
No.
Although it is a good career move for him to date a more famous person.
Yeah, it definitely is. I can.
Is that what's going on?
Are you seeing this as a career move? Or
No,
you
no, I would-
but
I'd be
Jim's not like that. But that's how I'm thinking.
Oh, Artie's now saying, why didn't I think of that?
Robin, you've had no sexual contact since Mr. X, right?
Right.
And Jimmy, you've had no real.
Well, he's had a
sex.
couple of blowjobs.
Right.
I wouldn't expect that. Maybe just a dry hump. From, you know what I mean?
Well, it's a first date.
Come on, Robin. You walking into Funny Bone in St. Louis with me this weekend?
Oh, God, help me.
You know what I mean?
So
we
where are
sit
you
in the
gonna go?
office backstage.
Tell her what the date is. What is the date? Where are you going to go?
Sitting in the office at the Funny Bone.
You can sit in the office and wait.
It's a nice office.
That's
back
what
there.
all our girlfriends do.
Suddenly I'm busy.
I know. New Year's Eve, all of our girlfriends were we were in Arizona in a kitchen, in a bar kitchen on New Year's Eve. Levy's throwing up in the bathroom. Casey's there. He can't find socks, so he can't go on stage. And all our girlfriends
Jimmy,
are
this
sitting
sounds
there.
like a serious date.
No, I would
offer.
definitely take her to dinner.
A dinner, nice dinner. Somewhere?
Yeah, nice dinner.
The crowd would love it, right?
You going to kiss her after the dinner?
It depends. I'll feel the vibe out.
All right. How will you know to kiss her or not? Would you send out signals, Robin?
What?
Yeah, would you? I could tell. I could usually tell in her eyes. I think I'm wearing her down right now. She's intrigued
Sounds
by
like she
me.
wants the
Robin's
date, but
attracted
She doesn't
to you,
want
I
to.
get
She doesn't want to just have a.
Oh, listen to
I see how you get when you're into somebody who comes in here, and I don't know. I think you seem attracted to him.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, because she has a past with comedian. Well, Penn, didn't she date Penn from Penn and Town?
She did.
So
she
he's
has
a
something
kind of
there.
comedian,
He's
magician,
kinda.
So she has a past that she's done that before. She might want a funny guy right now. You had Mr. S. He was very serious, right?
She's a real woman, though. I'll tell you that. You get her
Mr.
drugged
X.
up the right way, all kinds of things can happen.
Mr. X was actually very funny.
He had his funny moments.
Oh, he was funny. He was hilarious.
Big boobs, everything, man. You can handle the whole package?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking for a relationship.
Well, it depends what you're looking for. Let's not look too far in the future. Let's just go on a date and see what happens.
You're so funny.
This is a big turnaround. Mr. X hated farters, and you love to fart.
That's right. Mr. X would have drowned you.
Yeah, see, but I'll hold them in. I'm very classy like that. I'll wait till I drop you off.
So this is a legitimate date offer. And
sure.
Robin, it's up to you now, and the ball is in your court.
I can't wait to see Jim ordering wine at the French Laundry.
There you go.
Robin, what is it?
I'm like, last time I
Jim-
drank wine was out of a box.
Where is he going to take me?
Well, whatever.
What's the difference?
I don't know, Nobu or something. I got a gift
Nobu?
certificate.
You got a gift certificate? Nobu?
Yeah, so just get the appetizers.
So
you know
you're
what I
going to
mean?
take her to Nobu?
Yeah, I'll take her to Nobu. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, or in Jersey.
Nobu, Jersey?
No, I'm not saying wherever. Yeah, we'll go to Nobu.
Wow, Robin.
Get a nice
Nobu.
table by the window. Get a candle.
Rich, you'll take
You're
care
too
of it.
funny.
Hey, this is nice. I think you're the type she's been waiting for.
What?
I think she wants it, but she's embarrassed to say yes.
Nobu and then scores.
I'm born in August, too.
Is that right?
Yeah, 18th.
Oh, so I'll
Saturday.
take you out for your birthday.
August
All right.
18th.
Let's do it Monday. Why don't we just go to lunch then? We'll do it after the show.
Monday. No, I can't do it. I can't do it Monday.
She wants a nighttime dinner.
What are you getting wrapped up
All
in
right,
seaweed?
nighttime's fine.
You want
I
lunch?
didn't say I wanted a nighttime
Do you want
date.
lunch or dinner?
Do dinner.
Care.
What do you want? You're
What
the
do
woman.
I want?
That's right.
Jim, be a gentleman. Take her to dinner.
I want to be let off the hook here.
Oh, you don't want to go on the date?
Robin,
She doesn't wanna
if
go.
you say no, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Believe me.
He's been rejected by
See, then it doesn't matter. So no.
The answer is no.
I was going to give Jim a couple hundred to get a bottle of wine for you, too.
Wow, Jim. I thought Robin was into you. I'm sorry.
I think she still
I think
is,
she
but
is. But she's
No, he
embarrassed.
just said it doesn't matter.
She's
You know what?
afraid you're not
he doesn't-
into it.
he's
I am.
saying
I'm serious
it's
about
okay
it.
if you say no. He doesn't want to put you on the spot. But if you're interested, he would like to go out with you.
You know what she's thinking? Like, if she goes out with me, then she's going. Bob Levy's going to ask her
That's
out.
right. It'll be the entire hack pack is
fact-
now in
Yeah, Bob.
play.
Hey, Robin, for Howard TV, let me and Jim pull a train on. For Howard TV.
See, this is what I was afraid
By
of.
the way, Howard TV will be covering the date.
Jimmy will what?
And the Howard 100 News team will be there every
Jimmy
step
will
of the
take
way.
me back to his house, and Bob will be waiting.
Uh-oh. Well, then you have a lawsuit.
Choo-choo.
Well, Robin, what is it? Yes or no?
I'm being serious if you want to go to dinner.
All right, I'll go to dinner with you.
Wow.
There it is. Bob, you're aced out.
We'll date her.
We'll date her.
All right, Bob, thanks. Bob Levy saying he would date the two of you. Well, the new couple.
Oh, here we go.
Man.
Robin Quivers and Jim Florentine.
This is
I
ridiculous.
never thought this would be.
Now
no
I know
idea.
how you feel, Artie.
No, you kidding me? You've never brought in someone who's the female version of Jim for me. Jim is a catch.
You're a lucky woman, Robin.
I got some dough.
All right, I'll spend it.
He's been socking it away.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, you know what? I'll be dead honest with you. You will not meet a guy kinder or with a bigger heart than Jim Florentine. I'm being
Really?
dead. Yeah, absolutely. He's a classy, great guy. He is. He really is. He's a classy,
Nobody
great
can
person.
believe that.
And you'll never meet a guy with bigger nuts than him.
That's true, too. I don't think I have either.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, this is something
You
we
know-
might be able to do together. What is your name?
She's flustered. You flustered.
You flustered her.
This is going to be a great news
told you.
segment.
You're gonna end up fucking her. I know it.
You think so?
Oh, I know it.
Great.
After
I
all,
can see. I know when she's all hopped up.
Yeah, right. I'm all hopped up.
How many dates you think?
Time to get the KY out.
How many dates you think?
2 tops.
3 times at the tops. 2 to 3, as Artie
He'll
says.
never get a third date.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah,
My money's
after I
on
fuck
him.
you on the second date, I won't call you.
You better. Don't treat her like that.
I don't know. Things are going so well with Jimmy. He fucked me.
You want to do this show again, don't you?
Nah.
Wait a second. If Jimmy fucks you and then like dumps your ass,
That is not
are you keeping him
happening.
off the show?
That is not happening.
It could happen. What if it's not right?
How great would that tension be when I came back on?
Oh my God!
How great is the tension right now?
You're gonna fuck her hard, aren't you?
This is the greatest appearance a comedian has ever
Tell her.
made on this
Tell
show.
her what's gonna happen. She loves it.
Oh, you guys.
She's ready.
She's ready. Yeah.
You know, Richard's been making songs for 3 years, getting nowhere. Oh, Robin.
He walks right in.
Nubian Queen.
Hey.
Hey, Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Richard, you're next. After Jimmy dumps me, you can dump me.
I'll tell you something. This, and you know, coming from me, this is strong. Just to recommend, to give Jim my brand of approval. A couple of times, Stacy was talking to Jim at shows, my sister,
Yes.
and she said to me, God, Jimmy is such a nice guy. And in my head, I said, I would love if Jimmy and you went out. In my head.
Really?
That's my sister.
Wow.
It's probably the only comedian guy I know.
You'd
who-
ever
Really?
let
Yeah, I've said
go
that.
out with your sister.
Yeah, I've said that. So, I mean, come on. I got
Even
it.
though he eats his own shit.
I know a different guy. He's a good guy.
Right.
Robin, I think
Wow.
you'd be doing well for yourself here.
All right.
And obviously, Jim would be doing well for himself. You know, I like the two of you.
Who's doing better?
You
Jim. Jim's clearly doing. Jim's doing
You two
better.
would be a
Yeah.
super powerful couple. You know, I feel this would elevate Jimmy a lot, and Robin, I feel this would be good for you. I mean, you know, a comedian, and it's like in the tradition of Anne Bancroft and Mel Brooks. I mean,
Yes.
this is very big. This is big.
I'm so
I
serious.
had no idea.
I got
was,
Crank Anchor's money.
That's right.
Well, I forgot about that.
I think you got scale for that, didn't you?
Yeah, and I get residual checks. I got 48 cents the other day. I'm doing a show on the internet now. I'm telling you, things are going
Things
good.
are going good.
It ain't
for
The
you.
Simpsons, but you know.
There's another comedian on the phone that wants you to yucko.
Hey, I'm calling the cock block, Jim. You know, fuck no boo. I'll take you to the Popeyes in Harlem.
now you're talking. This is a guy who knows how to
For this one, baby.
turn my head.
All right, yucko.
Hubba.
Well, this is really out of the blue. I had no idea of the attraction between you two. And good for you, Robin, and good for you, my friend Jim. All right.
And she's just going to laugh the whole date? I'm going to take it serious.
Stop looking at me.
All right, so
She's
we'll take
envisioning-
separate tables then.
She's
We'll just
thinking
wave
about
to
now,
each other.
like if she was having sex with you.
Who's he going to look at during the date? The kabuki waiter? What do you?
Robin, you got a bad case of the giggles over this.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, when love
dare ya?
happens,
How dare you guys put me on the spot like that?
hey, he asked you out. when love blossoms like this,
You know what? This is ridiculous.
No, it's not.
It is. It is.
Dr.
ridiculous.
Ronnie's books are flying off the shelves right now.
why is it ridiculous?
Why would somebody come here and ask me out on the show?
Well, because when does he get to see you?
It just happened. Listen to
It did
you
just
over
happen,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think it wasn't like it didn't seem like a planned out. Like you know,
He didn't come in with an agenda.
Plus, you run out of here after the show. I can't find you.
You could find me if you really wanted to.
Oh, he'll find you.
I will do that then.
We'll find you.
He'll track you down.
Have you ever pleasured yourself to Robin?
No, I haven't.
See?
That's good. It's
That's
pure.
good.
That's good.
You got class. Well, I hope Howard TV covers the date. I truly do.
Please, there's not going to be any date.
well, you just wait a minute. I thought there was. You guys
You
agreed
agreed.
to dinner.
You said you go to dinner. Look, if you're not going to take this serious, you know what I mean? This is ridiculous. I'll ask out Lisa G then.
All right, go
Lisa
ahead.
G.
Go ahead.
Now, you want Robin? I'm telling you.
No, I do, absolutely. You know what? I just hate when they don't take it serious. She's just going to laugh the whole time.
Well, she's a little flustered by all this. I understand what's going on. This is a little.
This is another one of his gimmicks.
No,
like
it's
the
not.
pepper.
Is this a pepper or is this?
I won't order chicken. We go out. I won't embarrass you.
There's more pepper.
You know what? Go see how it works out.
This isn't like when he walks down the street and goes, "Sir."
No, it isn't.
Yeah, really. This is another one of his
How will this work? When is it going to happen?
self-amusement.
Probably in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I'll be in town. I got to go to town for a little bit.
All right.
You want to go to St. Louis?
Take you seriously.
Well, we'll see what happens, Rob.
You want to go to St. Louis? I got frequent flyer miles.
No, that's all right. I'll wait till you
might get
back.
a middle seat, but
I'll wait till you get back.
You got to see the hotel they put you up to.
Robin, honestly, I hope you
Sounds
find.
too romantic.
I hope you find love. I do.
St. Louis.
Both you kids.
That would be ridiculous.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I couldn't come back to this show.
St. Louis Funny Bone does not pinch any pennies when it comes to hotels.
Hey, Robin, the ice machine's down the hall.
Here's the little cardboard bucket. Go get some.
What position do you think you would put Robin in if it should happen?
Oh, my goodness.
I'd probably be missionary first. Be very romantic. Yeah. And then I flip.
And then later on.
Yeah, then I flip her over.
You want Robin on top. You want Robin on top.
Well, no, we'll end
Let
that
her
way.
control things.
Yeah, let her control things.
Look, let's do the news.
All right.
There ain't no more news.
This is the news.
I can see John back there scribbling, revising.
Oh, exactly.
Rundown.
Scott the Pace just got let off the hook.
I think it's great. I think it's great. You're not going to feel a little awkward after the show. Like you and Jimmy should just have that conversation about the date, and that's it.
What?
Like set up the date and do it.
What are you talking about?
Because I know you want to go on the date. I can tell with the giggle and the whole thing, and I'm telling with him, I see he's serious.
He's ridiculous.
Why am I?
Maybe
because that's how you are.
Fred, you can analyze stuff really. Am I being serious?
I think he's being serious.
And you're going to say that right here.
Well, why is he not being serious?
Why would he not be sincere?
Because this is good entertainment.
I think he can find other ways to do entertainment. I think he's for real.
I got 20 more fart stories.
Artie knows it better than anybody. Artie, what do you think?
I think he's being for real. I think this is Robin. I like Robin the most at these points. This is when she's the most vulnerable. This is her self-esteem. She doesn't think a younger guy could be into
that's
her.
not true at all.
Yes, you are.
That is not true at all. How dare you say that?
You have to be
a
more...
younger guy. He's not even young enough. I'm looking for somebody younger than him.
Well, you have to
What
be more
age you looking for?
confident in yourself.
20.
What age are you looking for?
25.
Yeah, yeah, what are you going to do on a date? Then he's going to go, hey, let's go over to my friend's house and play video games. You're going to sit there
I'm not looking
and drink
for,
out of a beer funnel?
I wasn't looking for anything
You know what I mean?
long term.
Yeah, with Jim, it'll just be the beer
Robin,
funnel.
you're a beautiful, attractive, intelligent, successful woman.
Yes.
This man wants you.
Right.
He's asking you in a sincere manner to go out on a date. And it's really up to you. The ball is in your court.
Right. Well, he would bring it up here so that it
came
would
up.
be
He didn't come in with that agenda.
understood that he was serious.
No, I didn't come in with an agenda saying I'm going to ask her out on the
I
air.
understand that.
I
but-
just felt the moment. You were looking at me and I was looking at you, and I said, it might be a good match.
Moment.
You don't believe in a moment?
A moment like this.
I was wrong when the girl said she liked me on the air, Robin. It was a
I
full
think it's
week
sweet.
before she was married.
Yeah. I think it's sweet. I think Jim's at a vulnerable point in his life. He's come off a tragedy. You are there. You're an attractive woman.
Why would he ask me out? We've never even had a conversation. Like, I don't understand.
You're attractive. Well, what do you mean? Why did I ask Beth out? I found her attractive.
Yeah, but you talked to her for a little while.
2 minutes. He's
2 minutes.
I knew right away.
Please.
As a matter of fact, in the hall, he went out of his way to say hi to you. I remember this now today.
We had a nice hug, a nice little moment in the hallway.
He went out of his way to say hello.
I could picture us on the dance floor dancing to that song.
That's your song now. I can see that at your wedding.
All right, Robin, this is what we'll do. All right, you want to bang a 25-year-old. You want somebody really young. You can bang him on the side. I'll be your emotional friend. I'll take you to dinner, and then eventually when you're done with him, you're going to come to me. I'll wait.
Bob Levy, you're on the air.
Howard, I was thinking, I don't think we should let Howard TV go out there. I think we should just let the kids go out and have a good time.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
You're right.
Kids. I agree. I think this is the real deal. I
Bob's
really
a
do.
romantic.
I see these two as a very, very good couple.
I'm just happy for both of them, man.
You're not jealous?
Everything's fine, Howard.
I can't wait for the next roast.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Bob. Bob, that was nice of you to give your blessing.
Yeah.
Bob and, of course, Jimmy very close.
Bob stepping down.
Right. Good luck with Robin. I don't know if this is for real or what you guys are up to, but I wish you luck with your romance and also everything else in the future, Jimmy. And it's always great seeing you. Come back and see us again.
Appreciate it.
You wouldn't want to jeopardize his standing as a guest on the show.
Oh, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Don't let me stand in your way.
For this shit,
I'm
it's
not.
worth it.
I'm
What's
no
the worst
A-list
that happens?
guest.
He
Yeah.
dumps you and you don't let him on the show anymore? No, I would like Jim to. Listen, if you and Jim go out and it doesn't work out, like you just fucking stuff, so you got to tell me how she is in bed. Just make me happy.
See, that ends the
I need
whole
to
thing.
be. I need to be the first call.
Man,
That ends the whole thing.
It's all over, huh?
I'm in the bathroom.
Robin.
She just fucked me for the third time.
See, now this
Are you available for the wrap-up show?
No, I'm busy. But this is what I didn't want. See, now I've got a camera following me around, asking me stupid questions.
I'm not going to get a seat for the wrap-up. Say the word.
Yeah, how do you know they're going to be stupid?
Come on.
Oh, take the lens cap
I
off.
got it, baby.
Here we go. The new couple.
There we go. All right, now hug or kiss. What can we get out of you guys?
Nothing.
Jim, you've had Robin giggling like a schoolgirl all morning long.
Yeah, I know. It was very shocking because I thought she was going to shoot me down right away, but I really thought you were going to go absolutely not. But no, I feel like, you might want to.
I don't have to say anything. He'll have this whole conversation by himself.
What was it, Gary? I just said we were having this conversation. Like, it's really weird. Like, what if they really start going out? Then, like, at first, if they start having sex, that'd be really weird. And then what if they really like each other? Then I kind of act different around Jim because I don't want, because like, you can't, say, oh, did you fuck her, because it's Robin. And then I go, and then what if they really like each other? Maybe like Robin wants Jim off the road. So, and then I said, and then if he dumps you, I can't have him on the show anymore.
It's too much to risk.
I take it one day at a time.
Jim's a good guy. Hang in there, brother.
I'll take it one day at a time. You know what I mean?
Look, this was for the show.
No, it wasn't for the show.
Oh,
It wasn't.
you.
It was just a moment I looked over and I said, hey, why don't we go to dinner?
All right, we'll go to dinner.
Just go to dinner, that's it.
All right.
So it's settled. It's going down. We have an exclusive here on Howard TV. Now, Robin, are you a kiss on the first date type of woman, or are you possibly...
I'm like, Jim, you have to feel it out.
Feel it out?
Suppose we have no chemistry.
But what if there is chemistry? What if sparks are in fact
I'll keep the
flying?
car running just in case.
But Jim is Jim's in good shape. He works out. Like, he's in your ballpark, age-wise and looks-wise. He's really healthy, too. Chemistry with very healthy.
Yeah, I eat healthy. What's that?
He's crazy healthy.
Well, a girl, I have to have some chemistry too.
Oh, you have to have it too.
I have to feel something, right?
Saying you
I'm
don't
sorry.
What?
Are
you saying you don't feel anything?
No, I didn't say that at all. He was just asking about a first kiss. That's what I was talking about.
I'll see you at the wrap-up show.
And
Jim, this is what dating a celebrity is going to involve.
Jason, I know.
Robin, and potentially more.
I usually hang out with Shuli. Nobody takes our
Could Jim become the first man since Mr. X to really get after it and
You
get
stop.
going?
You're out of your mind. Go away from me.
We're curious. We
I'm sure
rarely
you
get
are.
to
I'm
delve
sure you
into the Robin Quiver sex life, and here we are.
And you never should you delve into Robin Quiver's sex.
Robin delve into it. That's what I want to know.
If something starts happening and we get romantic involved, I'm not going to talk about it. If she tells me not to, I won't.
See, he's a
That's the kind of guy I
gentleman.
am.
He's a gentleman.
All right. You've sold yourself enough.
Nice.
Love is in the air.
Do the abortion bit where you chase her around your car in front of an abortion clinic with a coat hanger.
You know what? I got to feel it out. If she's, see what mood
See,
she's
I'm
in.
not that crazy. He's not gonna like me.
No,
All I gotta do is run around a car. I'll take care of the crazy part.
No, I couldn't do that.
That's fine. No, I don't expect you to do that. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. I don't eat much on the date, so don't worry. I'm just gonna sit there with the mic running.
You'll be under the table with this thing sticking up.
Robin, this camera is very discreet. You'll barely notice the light shining in your eye.
If I see any of this stuff, the date is off.
Look at it this way: if you're not feeling anything for Jim, he could just stare at Greg the whole dinner.
Yeah, Robin, I think your demographic, mid-20s.
Yeah, I know how to work it. I know how to work
Now
a camera.
you're talking, right?
See, if it's not working out between us, I know how to work a camera, so
Yeah,
Greg can jump right in.
We'll just pull the switch. I like it.
It'll be like the dating game.
This is good. It could be like, just line up everybody.
It's a 2 for 1.
Just see how it goes with each one
Bob
of you.
Levy will work the sound. I'll take over the
It's a dating
sound.
game, except the contestants switch on the date the whole night.
You get a different function. You'll do something that night.
This is your rock of love.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Jim, I'm not feeling it. Greg, get in here.
We got to tag each other.
I'll be ready, Coach. I promise.
All right. Goodbye.
All right, I'll let you two lovebirds. I'll let the sparks continue to
This is
to
so
form here.
awkward. You get.
All right.
I work here.
No.
I get my teeth.
No.
I didn't tell him that.
is
Don't
not
put
the
words
same
in my
thing.
mouth.
Yes, you did.
I did not tell him that. I swear on my kids.
Bullshit.
I did not.
Bullshit.
He came up to me at a club and he said he could help me with my teeth and give me a discount. And that's exactly what I did. And then I went to Doug and said, I'm getting my teeth done. Would you like to tape it? And he said yes. And I never mentioned the fucking guy's name on the air ever. Only on my Twitter. It's not bullshit, dude. That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
What you're saying is bullshit.
Bullshit. Fucking maniac.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Would you go back and fucking stop looking at yourself in the mirror with your teeth and your tanning and make sure when you put together a game that you do it right?
I'm very, very sorry. These things do happen. They're technical issues. They do happen. They are inevitable. All the computers around here. I've been trying to get a new computer for 3 months. You know what the guy said to me today, Suresh?
What'd he say?
He says, we have to wait till a whole bunch of computers break down because SiriusXM won't just fund one computer.
Let me tell you something about this company. They've lost interest in this show. They take it for granted. You should have a computer inside of 3 seconds.
I know.
If it wasn't for this show and what we do. See, now you got me off track from yelling at you.
You
fuck.
can yell at me again. I
am
don't care.
stupid. But this is the truth. Because now you brought up a topic that's even worse than your teeth. And you know what that is?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. You should have a computer in 3 seconds. Because I have to remind this company, even though they don't listen, the reason the whole thing exists, the reason that one guy's trying to buy the company from the other guy, the reason there was a merger, the reason everything happened was one reason. This show. This show, that's it. There's no other reason. And this fucking imbecile with his teeth can't get a computer.
I asked the guy, the computers are slowing down. I go, I know you have virus software. He goes, yeah, but we don't have spy software. I go, why don't you put the fucking anti-spy software in the computers?
Right.
He says they won't fund it. And they said...
They won't fund it.
And by the way, all of your computers here, he says, particularly in Studio 69, you guys do not have spyware, anti-software.
Oh, you want to know why?
And he goes, you know what they said to him?
What?
They go, if the spyware should happen to come in, just wipe out their computers and reboot everything, and it's just crazy.
You know what it is?
It's a penny wise, dollar foolish.
Because I'm the enemy. Don't you know that? Don't you know every company I've worked for and built up, I become the enemy because they all get jealous? It's happened everywhere. I thought it was going to be different here, but things rapidly changed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the enemy. I'm the enemy.
You are.
I'm always the enemy.
Even to Sal.
I caused a merger of 2 companies. When XM was clobbering this company, you think the computer would... Do you think that if I ran this company, I'd say, you know what? I'm going to get rid of an entire channel just to make sure you guys have a computer.
Exactly.
They could get rid of 500 of these channels, and they'd still...
And nobody'd even notice.
No one would even know.
Right.
We requested Adobe Audition software
all right.
updates.
Listen, just do me a favor.
He got you off track.
He did. He did get me off track.
Shut up, Fooey.
Howard's a sucker.
Yeah, fox me.
Go back to taking your nap. There's nothing more disgraceful and disgusting than going to sleep on the most popular radio show in the world. Don't talk to me about a technical glitch. It's a technical glitch.
Technical glitch. You didn't listen
all
to
the
the
time.
CD. If you did,
You didn't check your work. I want you to admit you didn't check it.
I swear to God, I checked it. I swear to God. And you know what? And I'll tell you what. And I remember.
You didn't check your work.
I'll break it down for you specifically. I remember turning it back. I remember that jump. I remember it. And then I turned it back, and then the track played.
Impossible.
But what I remember.
My CD player is no different than yours.
I know it's not, but I'm saying, like,
the same CD player.
I'm telling you specifically. I recall.
Gary, go back in Sal's room and play it back. I guarantee.
No,
you
I'm saying to you that it jumped in my computer, but when I turned the dial back, it played.
Okay.
But if it jumped in your computer,
so you
that
heard
would be,
it without it working, and then it played, and then you just said to yourself, "Okay, now it works."
No, it played at the answer to.
Listen to what you just said.
Right.
Listen to what you just said.
No, I didn't. No.
Yes, that's just what you said.
I guess so. I guess so in some odd way.
In some odd way.
Nothing odd about it.
What you just said was, I played it, it jumped, then I played it again, and it was fine, and then I gave it to Howard.
That's right.
That's why you're a fuck up.
I went through.
Listen to me.
And then I went through the rest of the tracks.
Listen to me. I can't have this. I can't go through a contest and have that.
I know that. And you know what? In the past year,
Sal,
there haven't been any.
Teeth are unimportant.
I agree. All right, fine.
You think you're going to have some movie career because of your dumb teeth?
We're doing a few films.
You work for me. I'm the only one paying you.
I know.
Trust me. There's nobody. There's a few shitty, what he calls independent films, which means they're not even independent films. Independent films rejected these films. They don't have a name yet for what these films are. They haven't figured out a name yet for them. Like this, you know how there's like the independent film, small film. You hear an actress going, "I'm in a very small film." This film is so fucking small. They haven't figured out how to give it a word, like microscopic films. They're coming up with a new term.
I think it's called straight to DVD.
Yeah, well, DVD. There'll never be a DVD.
Straight to video cassette.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Teeth are not a career. Let me tell you something. If teeth were a career, Gary would be king of entertainment. Use your head.
And Sal, by the way,
film you needed new teeth.
One last thing. I yelled at Sal the whole way. I go, "Sal, what happened?" And he goes, "It played. It got the answer." He goes, "You owe me a fucking apology." So now that you know what's wrong, do you owe me an apology?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I owe
Damn right. If you're in your studio and you see something screws up, and then you go back and check it, and it plays, there's a 50-50 chance there's something wrong.
I agree. And when I turned it back and it played, then I went forward and the rest of the tracks played.
But what you should have done is started over again and just played it the way Howard would play it and see if the same thing happened again.
You don't shit your pants about me. You know why? Because I don't fire anybody.
Oh, I do shit.
And I'm reading Getting Things Done.
I don't sleep at night. I don't sleep
You
at
don't
night.
sleep at night because you don't get any pussy.
Well, that's another story.
I jerked off last night. I came hard. I slept like a rock. I jerked off last night.
So you're not getting any pussy either if you jerked off?
Well, my wife wasn't home.
God bless you.
If she was home, I would add some.
Mine was. That's the problem.
That's right.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah, good, nice teeth.
I'm only kidding.
He's got the whitest teeth on the show now. Whiter than yours, Gary.
You know, I have to say, when I got my teeth, as bad as they are, when I got my teeth, the dentist came to me, and it's like women getting tits. He goes, "Here's the thing of colors, right?"
Yeah.
And so, of course, I point to Sal's color.
I thought you point to a piece of shit because that's what they look like.
I point to Sal's color. My dentist goes, "Listen, you can't put that color on. It's ridiculous."
Right.
He goes, "You got to go to a color that's more in line with the rest of your teeth. Otherwise, it's going to look ridiculous."
Oh, now Sal's dentist is on the phone, so he's really going to get what he wants.
No, don't.
Sharon, hold on. I'll give you your prize. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, doctor. This is Dr. Bean, Sal's dentist, I guess. Yes, doctor.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
First of all, I've been a fan for 32 years.
Thank you.
I've been listening to the show forever.
Thank you.
You are amazing on AGT. My wife loves you, which she never, ever would ever listen to you, and now she loves you. The
Thank you,
kids
Doc.
love you. The kids love you. So what happened with Sal, he had originally, one of the dentists did his gums, who's my client. You know, we work together, the gum doctor and the teeth doctor. We work together. So he said, he called me up, said, "Sal from the Stern Shows wants to do his teeth." I said, "Listen, we have a budget over the course of the year that we do a lot of pro bono cases for people that don't have money, for very big celebrities like."
He's got money. He just bought his wife $800 pair of shoes.
Right. So he came up to me. He wanted to do he wanted to do 16 teeth, and that the laboratory fees are $6,000. That's what our fees.
No,
are
I am Dr. Bean. You've done nothing wrong. This is something between me and Sal.
Okay.
What Sal has done is...
It's Dr. Dean, not Bean.
Oh, Dr. Dean. Bean is funnier, though.
It is.
Well, that's my other staff I should fire. They
My
put
teeth look like beans.
They put up Dr. Bean. That's, again, another faux pas.
See, things do happen.
Oh, things do happen.
Unfortunately, they do not. But listen, you want to make sure those margins are not tight.
Come on, Sal. Check your work. You're so busy with the teeth and your independent film.
I'm not. I swear to you, Howard. This is certainly a priority.
Sal, when something screws up, you go. You know what? If the dentist did that to your teeth, you'd be pretty fucking pissed, wouldn't you? He didn't have room for mistakes.
Absolutely not.
All right.
So he wanted to do 60. I said, listen, Sal, I didn't know you were out of budget. When you guys went on the show and said, he's spending all his money, I really felt terrible. I said,
no, you know what you should have said to him? You should say, well, you don't have the money, sir. Leave.
No,
But what happens with Sal is, it's known he's on my show, and everyone knows. Everyone can walk in here and somehow finagle, this guy mentioning his teeth, mentioning this, mentioning that.
So what happened was I said, let's just do the 8 teeth. I'll bond the bottoms. I said, no problem with that. I'll take care. I still look great. And then I said, what kind of color do you want? He goes, I want them to look real. I want them to look white. So we gave him a natural color. We didn't give him a super white.
They're too white, doctor.
Natural for who?
They're natural if you're someone who lives next to a radiation plant.
All right. Well, I told him after you said that, if you want to go darker, we can go darker.
You could go a shade darker. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. That's why we put the temporaries that way, so that the patient can kind of work it out and see.
Well, that was wise of you. I don't have a beef with you, doctor.
I don't know. I think that was brilliant because you put those sparkling white teeth in Sal's mouth. Somebody's got to talk about.
This guy's well thought out.
Well, they're teeth. I mean, look, I got a job here because of somebody's teeth.
All right, enough with that. You said that line 3 times.
I'm making it clear that,
Yeah, okay.
Certain things are inevitable.
It's all fun. It's all fun and games.
Well,
except I had a contest. The final answer no one could hear.
Robin, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Don't worry. She's fine. I'm the one who's fucking sick over here.
I think Baba Booey's got to get his teeth redone, by the way.
Oh, God.
Please, how many times can you go back to that well with him?
Well, I think she's got to go to the right guy.
The right guy. I think you'd have to go to another planet to find the right guy.
There's no right guy for his
Trust me. If you had to work on his teeth and your final project at dental school was working on him, they would never let you have a license because he's impossible to cure. All right. Thank you, Dr. Dean.
Okay.
All right.
Say hi to Kurt Volkheimer.
Right.
Howard's a sucker.
Seems like a nice man, Dr. Dean. Okay. All right, Gary.
Howard, before I go any further.
What are you, stuttering now? What were you, in a war? You stepped on a mine?
Are you a hero?
My teeth are touching my tongue. I can't speak properly.
All right, what do you want to say?
I will take out the CD, and I will
It's too late.
No.
Now you're going to fix it?
No.
It's useless. You're going to now re-record it.
No.
Why would you do that? Why would you waste my time with that?
It was a glitch. It's been established. It's been fixed. We know that the lady lost the game or won or whatever the case may be.
She won.
But from this point forward, I'd like to double check it, like you said, and make sure that
you're going to go double check your work.
Howard's a sucker.
How backward are you?
Howard,
you don't ever hear Professor Backwards? That's you. You're going to go now check your work. Here, Sal. Here's the CD. Go check your work.
Goodness.
Here. That's going to help me. Thank you.
Well,
you're going to go check your work. Okay, here.
I
go check
checked it, but
I'm never going to play it again. But go check it.
He's actually going to triple check it.
You're triple check it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sal.
You're welcome.
Well done. And you did a good job with the thing, and then you fuck up.
It was a great game.
It was a great game.
He comes up with great ideas, and then he doesn't follow them.
Maybe let Richard record this stuff. Maybe you don't know how to work the equipment.
Richard does record some stuff. We work on these things together.
And then you make fun of Scott. Scott knows how to record things. Let him teach you.
CD skip once in a while. I know
maybe
shouldn't skip here. I know
Can
that.
we make
There's
a new
no
rule?
excuse.
Can we make a new rule between us?
Yeah.
Every time I play a game on the show, after the game is over, go back and double check the CD. Okay.
That's a bad rule, Howard.
Yeah. Why? It's perfectly logical. It's Sal. That's what he's going to go do.
No, I'm saying just to protect the rest of the game.
You know why I'm stupid? I let you and Richard have a room together. That's what I'm breaking up. I'm going to put Scott in with
Howard's
Richard,
a sucker.
and I'm going to give you your own studio because you're not concentrating. You're back there blowing each other all day and fucking around and
No, we're not.
your
All we do
goddamn
is
bromance.
No, what we do is brainstorm about ideas.
There's not a brain between the two of you.
Why don't you let someone else check your work?
I do. I
Take
give
the CD to
Give it to
Scott.
Richard.
I have.
Or
I give it to Scott.
Did you give that to Scott? What happened to your system?
This particular one, I'm not sure if I gave to Scott.
I can guarantee you didn't.
I don't think I did.
Right.
But there was
I don't think you did either.
I think
Call
you're
me
right.
clairvoyant. Call me a mentalist.
All right. I apologize.
Right.
It will be fixed.
Howard's a sucker.
You know, he's going to go now check his work. It's unbelievable to me. By the way, this weekend, Sal will be in Dallas, where he'll look for Lee Harvey Oswald. He's going to go back and see if he can find them.
This weekend,
That's what that's like.
This weekend I'll be doing a charity, and I never promoted it. For free, for breast cancer.
Yeah, good. All right, never mind. I don't even want to say it. Go ahead. Goodbye. No.
Get out of here.
I think he has teeth cancer.
I don't know what happened when they put those teeth in his mouth.
That's Sal, the stockbroker.
Howard's a sucker.
Right, Sal. I agree. Thank you for saying it again.
That's Sal with the dazzling smile.
Say that 3 more times, Sal.
Howard's a sucker. Howard's a sucker. Howard's a sucker.
I'm reading that book, but it's doing me no good.
Well, what does the book say in a case like
Well,
this?
I'm only up to chapter 2. I didn't get to the Sal chapter yet.
Yes.
This guy writes about how you can be more efficient, get things done quickly. And just when I think I'm getting ahead, I got a Sal. Blocks me.
A roadblock.
Because he says a lot of things you have to delegate. But here, I delegated the contest to him. Look what happened to me.
What does he say about who you should delegate to?
Well, you know, again, I've only read 2 chapters. I got to read the rest of the book this weekend.
Right. Don't expect progress until you finish the book.
I feel like Ishkabibble.
Who is Ishkabibble?
I don't know.
My mother used to say that name all the time.
It's a biblical. It's a biblical. I think he was a moron.
Ishkabibble.
I think he was. I think he was an idiot. Oh, here, I got the book in front of me. GTD, Get Things Done. Chapter 3, Never Hire Your Fans. Who formerly called themselves stockbrokers, and we're not even sure what the hell he was doing there. And then there's another edition in the chapter that says, especially guys who like hung outside the studio day and night and didn't go to work.
With posters and websites.
Yeah, and I hired him full time. Yeah, think about that. He wasn't doing his job. He was outside my studio with posters, and I should have said to him, there's not a guy who's into his
Not
job.
only that, even when he was in the office, he was getting the other office people to make phony phone calls.
I know. I hired him. I like his ideas. You know.
Yeah.
All right, I got to take a break. It's been an hour and 16 minutes of time you've wasted, Robin.
Oh my goodness.
And now we have to get to a commercial.
Howard's a sucker.
Thank you, Sal. Remind me every 10 minutes. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Sal Couture. It's been a long time since I got a beating like that. Sal, why'd you fight back so vehemently? I mean, why were you going back?
Because he kept saying it.
Are you going to go double or triple check it right now?
Yeah, I am. Let's do this.
Howard's a sucker. You know what happened, bud? What? If a track is too short, you got to add silence to it. It freaks the CD out.
Well, what does the book say?
That's why it jumped on
Howard's a sucker. That
I didn't get to
answer,
the Sal
like
chapter.
Bigfoot only said 2, so it was 2.
This guy writes about how you can be more efficient.
Sal, walk me through it if you don't mind.
Is the number 3 an even number or an odd number?
Does it do that on your player?
Yeah. Well, like I said, originally it did, but then when I thought the tracks bled, and when I turned the dial manually, it worked fine, but it didn't. I just thought that when I first did it, and I heard the 2 jump, I was like, I thought that sometimes, like if you hit the button too fast, it'll go to the next track. I thought that's what I did. So when I turned the dial manually to track 13, it was fine. So I said, and that's where I screwed up. I didn't realize that it wasn't me hitting the button. It was the track itself was too small. And when the track is too small, it will bleed into the next track on the player. So,
I got a new computer for you.
Sal, was it? That's
Friday
awesome.
it'll be loaded.
Sal, was it an error on your part then? Yes. By not leaving enough pad time and yes. And that's what I've learned now. That was the problem. Apparently, which I wasn't aware of. Like Richard just made me aware of it. Which thank you, Richard. That you need a little bit more time. If a track is too short, it'll jump.
Sal, at any point did you consider just owning up to it and just even if
I did.
No, but at the very start of it, just diffusing it and just saying, Howard, you know what? Let me go back. I probably screwed up. I know I screwed up. You know, just
all right. Let me answer that. You did. You probably screwed up. You did screw up. It's too late to go back. The game is over.
But you fought him for a while on it.
I didn't fight him on that. I said that it was checked, and what happened was when I went to the next track, it worked. So, and then I went through the rest of the tracks, and they all worked. But the problem was the padding issue with the time. That was the problem.
Right, but while you were in there, why not just lay down
in the
and die
end,
first?
I said that
for a little bit.
I said that in the end. In the end, I said when I went through it, the track jumped and I turned it manual with the dial, and then all the rest of the tracks played fine.
But look at all the pain you went through to get to that. I mean,
know.
it took by not diffusing it yourself. You really, I mean, what about the aspects, the other aspects of this segment? I mean, you had him calling you out for possibly using the show. You had Gary piling on. I mean, this hurt.
It didn't. Felt great. Felt awesome. I loved it. I loved it. It was great.
I think you earned this.
Oh, I earned this.
Are you enjoying a golden age of busting Sal's balls right now? I mean, the tables have truly turned for the past. I don't even know how to timeline it, but I feel like lately
it's weird because Sal is sort of new to the evolution of the show. You know, he's been here for a while, so like he's learning things that those of us who've been here for a long time learned a long time ago. Having said that, John Hines really new to the show, and he knows these things. But it's almost like Sal's like Jackie in '92. You know, at the Cordoba Hotel in Florida. They put me up. I didn't know. I just gave him a mention and it was free. Like, these are the things that I understand that somebody offered Sal free service, and I would say that Sal should say to the guy, listen, I can't take it free. It's funny. I had something with one of the clients. It might have been like Steven Singer or something like that, and it was a Mother's Day gift, and he said it to me, and I said, how much is it? And he said, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, that can't happen. And so he gave me a price, which is a fair price, and I paid it. But I could have said, hey, thanks a lot. And, you know, you got to know you can't do that.
Sal, I was starting to ask you before, it seems like Gary's been really dominant over you in recent weeks. I mean, he's really enjoying a golden age in the Sal versus Bowie.
Listen, kick them when they're down. That's Gary's thing. You know, that's the Howard Stern Show thing. You know, when you're bent over picking up your teeth, Jason Kaplan comes by, kicks you in the ass. That's how the show works. I
learned from one of the best.
I take that as a compliment.
But I'm saying the next time Gary screws up, are you really going to pile on? Just
bet your sweet ass I am.
Enjoy it a little.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been lacking a little bit from your end.
It's not going to lack
been
anymore.
a little bit too mature.
Don't worry about it. That's okay. You know in Iron Man, like how Iron Man had a suit and then the guy made a bigger suit? Gary's suit is his teeth, and my new teeth are the bigger suit. See what I'm saying? These chompers are going to take down those chompers.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
How are you this morning, sir?
I'm well.
Right this way. Right this way.
Thank you.
You're well, but you're not Taco Bell material.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate the plug.
So you've got your new memoir.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that out on bookshelves now, or is it just about to?
It is out as we speak. It just dropped today, so we'll see how it does. I don't know. I think we could make the New York Times bestseller list. We just have to beat Baba Booey's book. What position did he come in? Like 7th or something? Oh, here he is now.
I think he might have topped the list at some point.
Yeah, that's Chris. By the way.
Chris, how you doing? Yeah, you. Sit tight. We're gonna take a break and then we'll get you in.
Oh, okay.
How's everything going? So is this your second or third book?
Well, it's my second book, but technically my third because Dr. Drew and I wrote a book a million years ago when we were like doing Love Line, And so it's like it's really my second book. The first book came out the same day.
Right.
Book
So it's
came
your
out.
second Adam Alone book.
Yes, Adam Alone.
Do you still talk to Drew?
Yeah, I just saw him the other day.
Yeah, I talked to him from time to time too. I like that guy.
He does my podcast. Hang on, are you signing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Just
You got a
initial
pen?
the front and hold on, please. Pen. 1 second.
Wow. Can you believe this fucking Nimrod? Fire this guy.
No pen?
He drops off a piece of paper. And
You want you to write in blood?
I must just use a goddamn breakfast burrito to sign a fucking release. Fire this kid. I don't see this kid's face around here anymore. He's not Howard Stern material.
No, I mean they're here to learn, but that's common sense.
Yeah. This guy.
Sorry about that.
You know, you should get a job at one of those parachuting places, and then you'd be up at 50,000 feet, going jump out of the plane, and the guy'd be going like, "Where's my parachute?" And you'd be like, "Huh?
Yeah.
You didn't bring your own? You don't have one?"
Yeah.
Yeah, get on my face. You make me sick.
Sorry about that.
Apologize to your dad when you're sleeping on this sofa. Oh, my date of birth. Always with the questions. Date of appearance.
It'd be the 12th.
That's the 12th.
Yeah, no, I got that one. There you go.
That is great for. Let's see.
That one's not beyond my expertise.
Yeah, see, 6/12. Wow, 2012. Boy. All right, signature. Oh, that's all I need.
Hey, Chris, could I see you for a second?
All right, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, it's that I've heard you speak about that younger generation. It's
There's kids come in here. This kid comes storming in.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it. Starts screaming at me to sign these papers, like just screaming, like he's just throwing them at me, like
Right.
sign these papers. And then I was like, hold on, I'm looking for a pen. And then I'm like, do you have a pen? And then he just breaks down and starts bawling.
Right.
And starts talking about video games.
Right.
And then he wants me to give him a trophy for getting him a pen. And I'm like, you just gotta go get a pen. And then he starts screaming, my dad's a lawyer. I'll sue your ass. I'll sue your old ass. And I was like, all I wanted was pen. And he said, I'll see you in court. And he stormed off.
We have documentation of this, so.
He started screaming for his dad, and he stormed off. His 2 dads. Actually, I think he has 3 dads. Either way, they're all lawyers these days. Anyway, it's a generational thing. You know what I mean?
It is. It's this young entitled generation.
Well, he's back with more paperwork.
Sorry to bother again. You need to
Yeah.
initial the front as well. I know all this paperwork.
Did you see the way he just stormed in and started screaming?
The sense of
Arms,
entitlement
like,
that I
flying
have is
about.
just
Very demanding.
Yeah. It's
you good.
It's not his fault though. We've turned him into a monster.
True, but back in my day, we used a little please and thank you to get things done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hello, Mr. Corolla. Looking good today.
Right.
Have you lost weight? Wow,
It goes a long way.
Are you a summer? Because that orange shirt really becomes you. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Right.
You know? And now he just comes flying in. Smells like dope. You know? He's probably hopped up on bath salts. You know? Comes in here screaming. And, like I said, he threatened to sue me. And he won a trophy. So, what can I say? I saw him masturbating. Oh, I actually was making love to an avatar earlier. I mean, it was his avatar, but still, you should keep it at home.
Yeah. Generation weird.
It's sad, I mean, by the way, you think that guy's storming the beach at Normandy? Hell no. That generation's gone, man.
We're lucky he got here on time this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if they were in charge of defeating the Nazis.
I saw him downstairs when I was coming in screaming at people who were smoking because they were too close to the building. Just, they're all pussies.
Well, lucky for you, you're going to enter a studio with a man from a different generation, a guy who gets it.
Yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge. That guy's
Right.
salt of the earth.
Right. You know that intern actually is. He's Scott the engineer's nephew.
No, I knew I didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I didn't like him.
That's why he reeked of failure and disappointment.
And secondhand smoke.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll let you finish your breakfast. We'll see you in the studio, sir. Thank you. See?
Thank you.
I see how it's done.
Adam Carolla is an old friend of the show. If you remember, he used to be a kind of a carpenter. He had a lot of odd jobs. He somehow hooked up with Jimmy Kimmel. They started the Man Show, and that's how he came to prominence. Where's Adam?
Literally, I went out to get him. He just stepped into the bathroom. Be here in 2
Oh, bathroom. Who's he,
Just
Britney
call for you,
Spears?
Adam, so I'll just take you right in.
Tell him he's on. It's showbiz.
Yeah, we had a long break there. He could have gone anytime.
Yeah, I was in break. I should mention. Oh, here comes Adam. Okay, I'll mention this later. What did you do? You went off on a tirade about the '80s channel here at Sirius, because you don't like they played Depeche Mode too much.
Such a piece of shit.
The '80s channel, I don't listen to. I listen to deep tracks. That's what a real man listens to.
If I hear fucking Union of the Snake by Duran Duran one more time on this piece of shit station,
are you an '80s
nuts.
guy? Is that your genre?
Well, the thing that drives
era?
me insane is they have a station called First Wave.
Right.
And First Wave is like, all right, here's all Talking Heads and Elvis Costello and
Right.
Joe Jackson and all like the old First Wave stuff. And then you hear fucking Union of the Snake and Men Without Hats and Safety Dance, and it's just a bunch of gay, horrible.
You don't like Safety Dance?
No,
you can dance if you want to.
I ironically wish those guys were crushed by an I-beam.
You know, I have to be honest. If I'm going to be an honest broadcaster, I think I like Safety Dance. But I don't know. I want to hear it 100 times. You might have a point. You know what it is, though?
This is the thing. Here's what they do.
But you know, wait a second.
Yes.
You were in radio. You're still
Yes.
in radio. You're
I
doing your
was.
podcast and all that. You know it's almost an impossible job to pick out music for the masses. In other words, for every song that you don't like or that you love, there's another guy sitting in his car going, I hate that song. My father said to me, never become a program director. It's the worst job in radio. You can't please guys like you can't please them.
My dad said never leave the house. But
that's the advice my mom
Here's
gave
what
me.
they do. Here's what these idiots do. They go out and they test the music with retarded people.
Okay.
They give them $10 or they show them something shiny. They pull them off the streets in Vegas. These are guys with like suede fanny packs. And they sit
if
there
you're that
and then they hear
particular-
the piece of shit song and they go,
Adam,
oh, I like that Duran Duran song.
If you're that particular about music, you know you have to make your own, iPod or whatever.
I do, but if you pay a premium and you want to hear First Wave, then what the fuck are we listening to nothing but Duran Duran for?
I mean, obviously they want to be successful. The
They're
guy
doing a
wants
horrible
to please
job.
you.
Now, look.
80s channel, no good.
Now, listen. There's 80s music.
Right.
Some of the best stuff
What
ever.
is good? What
early
is the
80s.
best stuff from the 80s?
First 2 Joe Jackson albums.
Great
First 2
album.
Elvis Costello. Look Sharp,
Great.
I'm the Man from Joe Jackson. Talking Heads, Graham
True.
Parker. All like that's First Wave
Okay.
in my mind. And then, but see, what they're doing is they're playing music from an Adam Sandler movie. You know, when Adam
But they're
Sandler
trying
does an
to
80s
please
music, they're
everyone.
trying to please retarded people who've had their brains pecked out by pigeons.
You
they're
know
horrible at what they do.
I know you're joking because
I'm not.
you
They're
know how
hacks.
difficult it is.
There should be a class action lawsuit against
Look,
the
I
asshole
listen to
that
I listen to
produces that.
Coffee House. I listen to Deep Tracks, and there are certain songs that they play in rotation because they've determined somehow that people like these songs and they want to hear them. And many of the songs, I'm glad they play over and over again. I like them. I like the familiarity.
Does anyone need to hear "Union of the Snake" by
What is
Duran
Union of the
Duran?
Snake?
Well, someone
How's it
will
go?
find
Sing it to me. Sing me Union
it's
of the Snake.
unsingable.
You can sing it. What is that one?
The Union of the Snake is. It's that whiny Duran Duran, something about hanging out by the borderline. They're all the same piece of shit song. They're
Maybe you're
horrible.
right about that one.
I don't. It's
this
the
is
gayest,
annoying.
most dated pile of shit in the world, and they never stop. I just jumped in my wife's car the other day, turned on First Wave. Here it was, Union of the Snake.
Well, do you know what Union of the Snake is about? Do you know what it's about? It's
I don't care.
It's about two guys rubbing their penises together in a shower.
It just got straighter. You just made it more heterosexual for me.
All right, let's go to something more appealing to you.
All right, Maneater from Hall & Oates?
No,
that's another one they like to play.
Let's talk about, you've written another book. Are you the most successful man in show business? You've done it all. You've been on The Man Show. You appeared on Dancing with the Stars. You were on Apprentice. And by the way, speaking of Apprentice,
yes,
you say that you were shocked how manly Clay Aiken was with his work ethic and how, he's a gay guy.
What?
And
Working
I think
is a manly thing?
you thought he was you were surprised at his work ethic, weren't you?
No, I was just surprised at like how tough and tenacious. I mean, look, let's be honest. You have your stereotypes. You think Lou Ferrigno,
right,
two-time Mr. Universe, that's the guy who's going to be super disciplined and just drinking protein shakes and doing push-ups and screaming at everyone your last easy day was yesterday.
Right.
And then Clay's going to be like working on his hair and crying and listening to Union of the Snake.
Because you believe stereotypes.
I don't. It's not about believing in them, like we're talking about the chupacabra,
right?
Or or Santa Claus. I know they're true. Like that.
So Clay Aiken comes on there.
That's how stereotypes get started, by the way. Like if somebody says, "Oh, with all these slow German drivers," doesn't that drive you insane? You go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then it never gets off the ground.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that Clay Aiken became a friend of yours because you admired his work ethic and you admire how tough he is?
You can hang with Clay Aiken.
Right.
Absolutely. I did a show in North Carolina. He came out there with his boyfriend and his brother, but he never said which one was which I found very creepy.
Isn't there a game show in there somehow?
I said,
try to figure out who everyone
both.
is.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
So Clay Aiken became a friend of yours from The Apprentice because, look, you're not a prejudiced guy. You don't care if someone's gay. You just want to see a guy who has integrity, who works hard, and that's what's important to you.
I'm fine. Unless you're black, we have no problem.
I see. The podcast. The podcast.
Sure.
You say it is the most successful podcast in the history of podcasts. 70 million downloads, something like this. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, that was a Guinness Book thing. We found out.
Can you prove something like that, or do you just go around making that up?
I just walk around
making
stuff up.
Because it's hard for me, listen, I'm a traditional kind of radio guy. Sometimes I think, podcast, who the hell is listening to this thing? But you say it's really taking off.
Well, what happened was Ricky Gervais had the record. And then I said, well, what's the record? And they said what the record was. And I said, I think we can beat that. And then you contact the Guinness Book people.
Wow.
And they come out and they verify.
You went to all that trouble.
Well, I figure why not have it on your business card that says, most popular podcast in the world.
Makes me want to listen to it.
Fuck Ricky Gervais. That guy comes over here. He makes fun of our celebrities. He has sex with our women. He has a couple shots of bourbon, and then he goes back to England and talks about how stupid we are. Fuck that guy.
Do you resent all the other podcasters? Because a lot of them are very unprofessional. I mean, you have a background in this thing. Doesn't it make you angry when, Joe Blow has a podcast and doesn't know what he's doing, and there's ruffling papers in the background and very unprofessional? I mean,
the yeast lady.
Yeah, the yeast lady has a podcast.
Really?
She does a whole show on yeast. So doesn't that make you angry that you're in the same business with the yeast lady?
No, I mean, it's like the same way when you were in terrestrial radio. You had all these, you had ass crack and back sack in the morning, and they're playing their fucking sound effects, and they're giving the timeout every 30 seconds.
It's who you're in business with, and you ignore them and you go on with what you're doing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're number one. We're doing great. And there's, I don't know, a million other podcasts.
No, I never got a chance to talk to you about this, but I did read. People don't realize how conservative Adam Carolla is. He is. I would say you're like a libertarian, but you also have very conservative values. And you came out against the Occupy Wall Street people. You said they were a bunch of freeloaders. Tell me about what you were thinking with them, because I didn't get to talk to you about this.
I did what you do. And then what you have to end up explaining, which is, Robin brings up a topic.
Right.
You've had an ass full of it at some point. I don't know what it is. It's it's like Thanksgiving at your parents, and you've had one too many beers, and your mom brings something up, and you just fucking tee off on the old bat. You know what I mean?
Well, I went off on Megan Fox. I didn't like the idea that I can't bring up her pregnancy, but go ahead.
And everyone's like, where the fuck is this all coming from? But I've been hearing, I've been getting an impacted ass full of this Occupy Wall Street thing for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden it came up, and I just did 20 minutes on it.
And the gist was that you felt that these were people who were just too loserish to get work?
It's like this.
Yeah.
I understand our system has corruption.
Right. It does.
Yes. It's better than any other system, but it still has corruption. There's always going to be corruption. There's always going to be someone on top with the money who's making friends. There's Martha Stewart is always going to get a phone call on a Learjet telling her to dump some pharmaceutical stock That's always going to exist.
It's just, you might as well accept it.
And by the way, we would all do it too.
Right.
If our phone rang the day before and it was our guy saying,
get rid of your stock.
Get rid of this Upjohn stock because the herpes medication killed one of the monkeys, you'd fucking dump that shit from your Learjet too.
Right.
And then you'd lie about it if somebody asked you.
So you're saying you got to accept that in the system.
There is that. I come from this. It's people who don't like the government. It's not that people want the government to change.
Your family didn't like the government?
No, they don't like the government.
Was
they have
your
their
mom
hand
and dad,
out.
were they hippies of some
My
sort?
mom was a hippie.
So do you hate hippies now?
I just feel like, get the fuck up and get to work. A hippie is a form of depression. They don't know they're depressed. They smoke weed, hang out, and blame the government all day.
Were your parents naked a lot? Like, would they just like walk around naked and smoke weed?
No, my mom locked herself in a room and yelled freak out and checked her biorhythm wheel and all that kind of stuff.
And that annoyed the shit out of you.
It annoyed the shit out of me because I'd say, like, hey, could I get a ride to Van Nuys to hang out with my buddy Teddy? And she'd say, let me look at the biorhythm wheel. And then she'd go, no, it's an extra critical day. Sorry, take the bus.
In other words, your life was being ruled by some hocus-pocus biorhythm wheel, and you're trying to live your life.
It's depression, Howard.
You've gone the opposite way than your parents.
Yes, that's what I do. I just call my dad up and I go, Dad, I'm thinking about a real estate deal. What would you do? And he'd go, I'd buy it. And I'd go, all right, it's off.
Yeah, right.
And I'd just do the
You
opposite.
take the opposite view.
Yeah, it's like you find out who I'm betting on the Super Bowl and you do the opposite.
Were your parents commune people? Were they?
No, they weren't like crazy hippie. It was like this. Look, my mom was on welfare and food stamps, and the more shit you get, from family members, the more money you lend a family member, the more they resent you. It's not like, you lend them 10 grand and then you get the greatest Christmas gift ever that year.
No.
You don't get shit.
Right.
They take a dump in your stocking that year.
So were your parents the ones that got the loans from their family? And
No, the family didn't have any money.
Right.
They just did the sort of welfare food stamp thing, and then meanwhile never stopped complaining about the government.
Right.
And I was like, you don't pay taxes, and you're taking the welfare cheese, and you're the last person who should be complaining about the government. In Canada, they have universal health care for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, someone has to pay taxes at some point, otherwise we can't have universal health care.
So you think when you look at Occupy Wall Street, are you imagining a whole village of your parents kind of hanging out, complaining, and while they're living off the system? Is that it?
I'm imagining 3 or 4 hardcore people that have real legitimate gripes about the government and about Congress and about how it works and insider training, and then 200 hippies trying to get laid.
Right. Are your parents still together?
Oh,
no. No, they're hippies.
Funny.
They can't.
No, my dad's not a hippie, and they broke up like in 74 or something like that.
Are you in touch with your mom, or are you just like disgusted with her?
Oh, no, we talk.
You talk.
Yeah.
And she's still a hippie.
Well, she doesn't realize, she does that same thing that you hear, like, I think rich people ought to pay their fair share. And I'm like, fuck it. I pay for all you assholes already. You want me to pay for more, you assholes? What do you mean my fair share?
How much is a fair share?
I bought a Predator drone last week, all right? What are you guys buying? You don't pay shit, so stop looking at me telling me to pay my fair share. I paid a fucking ton in taxes.
So you probably were an angry kid growing up, like probably wondering why your mom didn't get a job and your dad didn't get a job. You were probably
my mom gave me probably did the worst piece of advice you could ever give your kid, which is I said to my mom at some point, because you're naive, you're looking around, you're seeing other families, they have station wagons and things like that, and you go, I don't get it, Mom, why don't you just get a job? If you get a job, also when you're a kid, and they should tell you in junior high and grade school, there's a difference between being a cop, a garbage man, a fireman, and a lawyer.
Right.
Some jobs pay better than others. They'll tell you what pays better. But I just said, why don't you just get a job? If you get a job, then we could get a better car and move into a better place. And she said, if I get a job, I'll lose my welfare.
Yeah.
Like she went, use your head, Dick. Come on.
Yeah, we're beating the system.
Yes.
Wow.
Now hand me that brick of cheese.
Oh, my God. You must have had some childhood.
That's amazing. I had no idea this was Adam's background.
Did you write about this in your book, about your background? Because people would be fascinated to know all of this.
It's all in Not Taco Bell material.
Not Taco Bell material. The book comes out when?
Today.
Comes out. Are you excited?
No.
You're not?
No.
Well, I would think you'd be excited about a book of
I'm
your
the same as you. I just want to go home.
But I found it very exciting when my books came out.
You did?
I did. I enjoyed going out and signing them. I mean, it was work and it was a lot, but it was kind of exciting. Something I had written is out there, you know, and you see this completed book.
And you see the people who want to buy it.
And you're an honest guy.
It's satisfying to see the completed book. Like, it's 330 pages. It's substantial. And you go, all right, that's something.
Yes, and could you have imagined when you were sitting at home eating welfare cheese and begging your mother to work that one day you'd have your own book? I mean, that is quite an accomplishment, isn't it?
No, I didn't think I'd have my own moped at that point.
And you were a guy who was not destined for show business. You were a hands-on. You do construction. In fact, on The Apprentice,
boxing.
You're a boxer. There's a story. I think this is in your book. Tell me if I just know this or it's in your book.
All right.
A guy called. You were at a hotel somewhere.
Yes.
And a guy calls your room.
Yes.
And he starts yelling. He had the wrong room, obviously.
No, I had the wrong room. I wasn't in my room. We were just slumming it. We would go to Palm Springs during spring break because I'm from Los Angeles, so it's like 100 miles away. Right. And we just go down there with like a sleeping bag and a pillow, and we just go from party to party and crash out on a lounge.
How old were you?
Oh, I was like 41.
Oh, you mean you were
just
already
looking for pussy?
Is that right?
No, I was 19.
But you know, people don't. You know, I never used to view you as a tough guy till I learned about your boxing background and stuff.
I wasn't.
You don't look like a tough guy.
I didn't have anything to lose. There's a sort of difference. It's sort of like being in a gang. You know, when you say to the young 17-year-old black kid who's never seen his dad and he's sleeping on a futon, a triple-decker futon with 9 brothers and sisters, and you go, what about college? What if you get shot? And he's like, who gives a shit? You know? And
life is tough.
Well, what about prison? And it's like, hey, that'd be a lateral move.
Right. That sounds like a good opportunity.
Yeah. So for me, I was 19. I was doing construction labor. I drove a shitty pickup truck. I didn't have anything going on in my life.
Right.
And I was bored. And I was walking around Palm Springs, and I went into somebody's room. And it's just like bungalow, like down by the pool. You know, maybe I'd had a couple beers, and I just went in to sit down. The door was open. I was just sitting there, and the phone rang.
Right.
And back in the day, when the phone would ring, like even if you were walking past the payphone and it rang, you'd pick it up. I don't know why. Like it's going to be for you, Howard. Is that you?
Yeah, and there was a guy, but the guy picked up and he started yelling at you that you had stolen his girlfriend or something.
He just said, "Put Sheila on the phone."
Right.
And I said, "I don't know who that is."
Why didn't you just say to him, I'm crashing in this room. I don't know who anyone is.
I probably because I wanted to fuck with the guy a little.
Right.
I
So you said, I don't know who this is.
I don't know who she is. And he said, put her on. And I said, I'm telling you, I don't know anyone here. And he said, put her on or I'll come down there and I'll kick your ass.
And you said,
come on down.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 2 guys showed up to the room.
Yes.
Almost immediately.
Yes.
And you beat both of them up.
Yes.
You kicked their asses.
It was very Marquise of Queensberry. They both walked up like I had an appointment for a massage.
Well,
the 2 guys showed up.
Right.
They knocked on the door. I opened the door. And they said, "Are you the guy we're talking on the phone with?" I said, "Yes, I am." They said, "All right, now step outside." And I said, "Okay." And we walked out into the courtyard. And he said, "All right, now it's on."
Wow. And
Very
what happened?
nice.
Yeah, and was it a boxing match kind of thing?
It was for me.
Right. And this is probably great for you because you like to practice boxing.
But what size were these guys that you beat up both of them?
You're about what, 6'2"?
Yeah, they were just regular valley dudes, you know. They weren't obviously dwarfs don't threaten you over the phone and then say they're coming over to kick your ass.
Were you scared at all when these guys showed up at the door?
I didn't care.
You didn't care. You had nothing to lose.
Yeah, I had nothing. I had nothing to lose. I'd been beat up in the ring enough and in sparring and stuff like that.
But describe this to me because I really want to understand.
Okay, so the one lead guy says, "Come out here. Right. I'm going to kick the shit out of you."
Right.
And I said, "Okay." And we walked out, and his friend.
Now, when a guy says "okay," don't they start to think to themselves, "Hey, maybe"? Don't they try to size you up? But then again, they probably thought, "Well, 2 guys against 1, we could definitely take this."
Plus,
guy.
I was wearing flowered shorts, like super gay '80s, like dolphin shorts. Like I was dressed like George Michael from that Choose Life, you know.
Yeah. So when you get out there, and you make your fists, right? You get your fists made, and they put up their fists.
Right.
Do they charge you? How does it all start?
Well, it was one-on-one. It was me and the other guy.
Dude,
it was the main guy was going to come beat me up, and then his friend was just going to stand there and sort of hold his jacket or something while he kicked my ass.
Yeah.
So his friend sort of stood back about 5-10 feet, and he said, "All right, now it's on." And I said, "Yeah, all right." And he just walked in, and his friend was like yelling. It was like Karate Kid. did. Like, it's like, sweep the leg, sweep the leg. And he threw a sloppy punch. You know, if you box, there's a couple things I could demonstrate.
Yeah, go ahead.
But there's a couple things. One is, if you're fighting a guy that doesn't box or doesn't have any experience with his hands, and now every motherfucker's an MMA expert, so I wouldn't mess with anyone, but this is back in the day.
Yeah, right. Not that many people had any training.
Oh, a fetus would get you into a fucking, you tap out. But first off, the front arm is no good.
The front arm, the lead arm.
Yes, because that's their weak arm.
Right.
That's their bad arm. So if you...
That's my good arm.
Well, no, listen. If you're standing orthodox, which is right hand back... It's your right hand that you're going to throw.
Right, that's
your right
true.
hand, if you're not a fighter, your right hand is 90% of what you do.
Right.
If you're a fighter, I'm left-handed. If you're a fighter, you have jabs, uppercuts, hooks with your bad arm.
That's good, yeah.
But then you throw the cross, and that's your power hand.
Right.
But if you're fighting a guy in the street, these are just tips for your drunken fans. You're fighting a guy in the street, don't worry about the front arm. The front arm's just going to swat,
right,
and then the right arm's coming over the top.
Right.
Now, boxers throw a cross, and their cross goes boom,
right,
straight down the pipe. Drunken guys from Palm Springs throw a wide looping. So, A, don't worry about the front hand, and B, you'll see the backhand coming
a mile away.
Coming a mile away.
Right.
So he did that.
Right.
I just leaned back a little, and then I was one pop,
right,
and I
head.
just popped him in the face, and he dropped.
Wow.
And then his friend, got up,
Go
and
ahead.
he did the exact same thing, and I popped him in the face, and then he dropped.
So my dad always told me most fights are one shot. It's like
that was it.
If someone gets whacked in the head, they're done.
Yeah.
So these guys go down after one punch, right? They're not unconscious, but
they both went down. They both popped up, and I remember saying you should get some ice on that.
Right.
And they both went away.
Wow.
That's the fascinating part. After you kick their ass, they don't say anything. They just go, okay.
They're not
that's
looking
it.
for the girl anymore. This is
the whole agenda ends.
Well,
the girl
problem
doesn't matter.
is you don't want to have lengthy conversations with the guy that just punched you in the face.
Now, where do you go? Do you go back in the room that you were crashing, or do you just say, hey, I better just clear out of here?
Oh, I was like, I got to go find my friends and tell them this great story. This was awesome.
Do you ever worry that they're so hurt that they're going to file charges or something? Not that they can. I mean, they started it.
It was back in the day. I used to get into fights, and it was a thing where you both waived your rights as citizens to just go out and fight,
Is that a great I'm not as manly as you, and if I get in a fight, generally I'm the one who loses. So, I mean, is it a great feeling to kick someone's ass?
Yeah. Well, look, the alternative is you getting your ass kicked,
right?
Which is not an awesome feeling. I have been in fights where I've got my ass kicked.
Have you? Have you been in a street fight where you got your ass kicked?
Well, I got in a street fight where I was leaving a party. I said, I'm out of here. There was a crazy chick. She was so, here's how nutty she was. I was like 19 or 20, and I wouldn't fuck her. That's that's saying something. And so I was like leaving the party, and as I was walking down the stairs, she said to the 3 or 4 scary dudes that were coming up the stairs, he hit me.
Oh,
and
boy.
she pointed at me.
Wow. Just out of the blue?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the part of being nuts, I think, is doing things out of the blue that don't make sense.
But lucky you're the victim.
So I'm walking down the stairs past like 4 scary dudes, and I said, she's nuts. And they're like, what kind of pussy hits a chick? And I said, well, I didn't hit her. And they said, yeah? How about we hit you? And I was like, I don't want any trouble. And then as soon as you tell guys you don't want any trouble,
they think you're a pussy.
Yeah. And then I had a surgery on my knee, so I still had these stitches in my knee, and I had my meniscus repaired. It was a weird thing, and I said, my knees hurt. I said, I would fight you. I would. I'm telling you. But my doctor said no street fighting for like 10 days.
Right.
So
it was written down.
Yeah, I got to know. I literally had stitches in my knee, and I said, I can't fight. And the guy said, I'm going to break your other knee.
Oh.
And I said, okay, well, then let's fight.
Right.
And I said, but it'll just be me and you, right? Not the rest of your friends.
Right.
They did not honor that agreement, by the way. And then just me and the 5 of them went out into the street.
Oh, my God.
And I beat the guy up. And the next thing you know, I felt a bottle breaking on my shoulder. The guy threw a bottle, and it just broke on my shoulder, but didn't do anything. And then I felt a baseball bat, which was on my other knee.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh,
Motherfucker
boy.
came up behind me.
Oh, my
and
God.
went full swing on the other knee.
Oh,
on the
did he
good
break
knee.
your knee?
No, he hit behind me, like in the meaty part of the flesh, and I just sort of curtsied, and then they all jumped on top of me. And
Oh, man. That's a tough battle.
Yeah, I should have seen it coming.
It's your fault.
The thing that was funny is about 5 years later, the dude I fought, it was a big Mexican dude, he moved into my apartment building.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Well,
and I
maybe he
was
had
up
some
front.
respect for you. Maybe it's like prison, you know? Once
No,
you
he
beat a
did.
guy, he did. He had respect
He
for
didn't,
you.
He didn't fuck with me.
So I always admire your honesty. You were talking about David Letterman. Do you go on the Letterman show, or is that one of the shows?
I've been on like 2 times.
But you were critical. You said that Letterman sometimes pretends not to have any money, and that
Yes.
bothers you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. You're right.
When does Letterman do that?
Well, it's like some guy will come on and he'll be talking about some new car he bought or something, and it'll be a Ferrari, and Dave will go, "That's a little rich for my blood." It's like, really, $30 million a year, you couldn't get yourself a Ferrari.
You could buy 10 Ferraris and you wouldn't even know the difference in your bank account.
Yes, yes.
That's true. There's a bit of, I guess, embarrassment. I sometimes suffer from this. If you make a good living, you have a lot of money, sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't want to flaunt it or something. But you're right. The guy's a rich guy, and we all know it. Who's he kidding?
Yeah, it's fine. We understand. You've been on TV for 35 years making, I don't know, millions and millions of dollars.
But you know what surprises me about you? I find you to be not only a great guy, but also very sensible. And yet there's one topic that I think you're a little bit off on.
Let's hear it.
And I'm talking about your movie career. You know, you complain a lot that, like, guys like you say, you mentioned Adam Sandler. He gets to make movies, and you're like, the guys in Hollywood won't let me make movies, and I don't understand why. Why Adam Sandler and not me? But Adam Sandler
I
does.
understand what he does.
Do you? Because sometimes you get irrational about this. I'm going to read you a quote that you said. Will I ever get a chance to make movies like Adam Sandler? No, it's never going to happen. They, the movie people, don't let you. If you're Vince Vaughn or Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell, you do as many as you want a year. Me, I don't get a chance. Now, wait a second. You did have a chance. You made an independent film.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Hollywood works. If you can make them money, they'll put you in the movies.
Well, yeah, but they don't know that. I mean, they'd rather. No, when I'm not whining, though it sounds pretty whiny.
It sounds whiny to me.
Dude.
Yeah,
Step
I
out
know.
to the patio.
Well, not me.
No, I'm just saying. Adam Sandler, there's a handful of guys. That's in a response to people say to me all the time, "Hey, we saw The Hammer. We really liked that movie. Why don't you make another movie?" And I'm like, because I don't have $1 million to throw away.
No, the idea would be that you would audition for a movie, find a script, and go audition.
Right.
That's how I imagine. Or Adam Sandler, I would imagine the first movies he did, he had to. He probably had to eat some shit.
Yeah, but you do see the same 5 guys make the same movies over and over and over
because
again.
they're box office.
Right, that's how it works.
That's it.
I'm saying people are naive when they say to me, "Oh, why don't you just go make another movie?"
I see.
I say I can't go make another movie.
Are you teaching you have twins?
Yes.
Are you teaching the twins how to fight? Are you training them?
I've told the nanny to tell them not to drop the right when they're shooting the jab out.
No, seriously, are you? Because I would
No.
think, I wish my father had taught me how to box like the way you know. I never learned that skill.
I will hopefully one day work with my son and my daughter and hold the focus pads and just show them how to protect themselves. Just the fundamentals of it. I wish they would, but they don't listen to me. You know what it's like,
Right.
I mean,
it's hard to teach your own kids.
Are you fucking kidding me? They
Are you
don't
a
hear
good
word I
father,
say.
or are you a terrible father? Do you like to just check out and not really raise the kids, or are you actively involved?
Do you like the young kids as opposed to the older kids? Are you waiting for them to get a certain age?
Right. A lot of
before
dads
you
do that.
interact.
Yeah.
I got to see some pubes, otherwise we ain't talking. That's my
Right, that's
take.
an honest
Show me a
answer.
pube, we'll talk. That's my thing. Otherwise, you're going to forget all about this shit.
One of the things I didn't know about you, because sometimes I don't know why, you're a handsome man, but I don't think of you as a ladies' man necessarily, and yet you kind of are. You say in your 20s you dated a stripper.
Yes.
And it's one thing to say I'd like to date a stripper. It's another thing to actually date one, and a lot of guys fantasize that must be so great. But you say it wasn't great.
Well, first off, it wasn't great because of the hours.
Right.
Because she would get out of her job at the Star Garden in North Hollywood, or Bob's Classy Lady in Van Nuys. She'd leave at 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
And by the way, that's like you coming home at noon.
Right.
She'd be like, "Let's eat." Let's watch some TV. Let's hang out.
So it's almost impossible to maintain.
I work construction.
Right.
So I had to be out of the house at 6:30 in the morning. So there wasn't a whole big window there.
But I fantasize that strippers would be incredible in bed. That their whole lives revolve around pleasing men, and to a degree, I mean, they know how to give a great blow job, a great hand job. I mean, I would imagine sexually, it's an incredible turn on. Yes.
Yeah. Well, just physically, they're in fantastic shape.
Right.
But there's a lot of issues with daddy.
Right.
That's why they're strippers.
And how does that show up in the relationship? Like, what eventually ruined the relationship with the stripper? Like, why couldn't you marry her?
Well, she was from England.
Right.
And I was in no shape in my 20s.
Right.
I was just a douche.
Right.
I mean, not an overt douche.
But inside you were a douche.
Yeah, I had no business getting married or even having relationships.
Right.
My family was so fucked up. I didn't really know intimacy. I was just not.
It's funny, your mom was a hippie. You'd think you would know intimacy, but I guess it's a fake kind of intimacy.
It's just I didn't have a great relationship with my mom.
Right.
We were a perfect couple because strippers hate their dads and construction workers hate their moms. And
Do you hate your mom, seriously?
No.
Be serious for a second, though. Do you? I mean, are you angry with her for being a hippie and sort of being a welfare freeloader type?
No, we just never had that kind of relationship.
Right.
And it was also a different time when it was like, look, go outside and raise yourself.
Would you say your mom just didn't know you? She
didn't know
and made
who I
no
was.
effort to really know. She was more wrapped up in her own hippie stuff.
Well, no, it's really, we talk about hippie stuff, but it's really about depression.
Right.
I believe most of that hippie movement was about depression.
I think you're right.
Sick people is what you're saying.
Because at the basis of it was kind of like, hey, man, they couldn't get themselves together. Let's go hang out. They were searching all the time and never really finding anything.
And they were medicating. They were like self-medicating.
Yes.
It was always about, it was about depression. It was about, man, I don't want to cut my hair. I don't want to get up every morning.
Right.
Put on
I
a
want to
suit
be
and tie.
disheveled.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to go into the city. I don't want to do all the shit your dad had to do and
Right.
other dads have
I'm
to do.
dropping out, so to
I'm
speak.
dropping out. I'm smoking some weed. And so instead of just going, I'm depressed, I'm going to smoke weed and watch television all day, they go, what's wrong with the system, man?
Right.
And then they go, I couldn't get ahead anyway.
Right.
So why bother getting a haircut?
Do you think that's why you're kind of conservative politically, wouldn't you say?
Not socially. Like, I don't care about, drugs and marijuana and gays and, I'm all for all that shit.
But Glenn Beck called you his hero, isn't that true? Why would Glenn Beck? I mean, to be Glenn Beck's hero is some kind of statement. What did you say to him to make you his hero?
I did not say anything to him. I guess he just picked up on like Occupy Wall Street. But I did have an interesting exchange.
Do you get nervous when Glenn Beck says you're his hero?
Well, it's funny because I had people ask me that in the media, and they said, "Look, Glenn Beck loves you. Doesn't that make you nervous?" And I said, "Well, Alec Baldwin loves me. How come no one asked me if that makes me nervous?" And they go, "I don't know why." And I go, "Because the media slanted to the left. Otherwise, they wouldn't ask you about that."
Most people get back to the stripper for a minute because
Okay.
I do want to clear this up. Ultimately, the stripper and you broke up, right?
Yes.
And why? Like, why can't it work with a stripper? In other words, in our minds, we think it would be. Do you get jealous? Is that the thing? Because she goes.
It's like it's sort of like somebody saying, "Would you like Belgian waffles with whipped cream for breakfast every morning?" And you're like 25, and you go, "Fuck yeah, that sounds fucking awesome." And they go, "How about with some pears cut up on it with all kinds of sugary juice on there and everything?" And you go, "Oh yeah." And then after about a month of eating Belgian waffles with whipped cream,
you're ready
and
for
candied pears.
You're ready for just a bagel.
You're like, "I'll blow you for an egg. Just give me a fucking egg."
Would you ever go to the club and watch her strip?
Yeah.
What is it, a turn on?
Yeah.
But you didn't get jealous?
Well, I used to go there. Well, first off, this was, again, it's like 80s flash dance sort of shit. It was like not
fully nude.
There was not like the champagne room where they're just jacking off some chic or something next to you. No, it's not like.
It was back in the innocent days.
It was like barely topless.
Did you meet her at the club?
Yeah, I went to.
That's great. You're the guy who gets to go home with a stripper, huh? You're pretty damn manly. You're beating people up 2 at a time, and you're stripping and all kinds of things.
Yeah, I met her at the strip club.
What, she gave you a dance?
No, what happened was my friend Philip was getting married, and he was having a bachelor party, and they did this stupid fucking thing. If anyone's listening, don't do this shit where you turn the bachelor party into some sort of frat ritual hazing or something. So the best man thinks it'd be funny. Well, let's go see drag queens, and then next thing you know, this guy will be tied up, and I'll have some fat dude.
Another guy's making out with a guy at Lucky Chang's.
You're right. Yeah, that's all. That's great, but we want to see titties.
Right.
You know. So at a certain point, after we were at the Queen Mary in Studio City, after about an hour of seeing dudes, seeing Divine bounce around with his nuts tucked between his legs, I said, hey, fuck this.
Yeah, let's see some
I know
girls.
a strip club.
Right.
Let's go. I know the bouncer over at Star Garden. Let's go.
Right.
And I packed everyone up, and we all went to Star Garden. And what happened was everyone just sort of, it was like one of those Tuesday night bachelor parties. Everyone just sort of split. And at the end of the night, I didn't have my car there. Mine was parked at the tranny joint.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, could I get a ride?
To the stripper?
Yeah.
Wow. And usually they're like, no, you're a customer, fuck you, you're a creep, and then they go home to the lesbian girlfriend, but you went home and you made love to her.
No, I went to a place called Twain's and drank coffee till like 4 a.m. and then I got up at 6 a.m. and swung a hammer.
Wow.
It sucked. But she was different. She was like from England and had a little bit of an education, and it wasn't like,
Were all your friends jealous? All your other fellow construction workers? They must have been like, wow, he's dating a stripper. This is super hot.
Most of them didn't speak English. So
You were
there
the only
wasn't
one
a
who did.
lot of that, yeah.
There's a fabulous story, and I don't know if you put this one in your new book. And by the way, the new book from Adam Carolla is Not Taco Bell Material. It's in
Does the title have a meaning?
No.
Yes.
Oh. What is the meaning?
I put in an application at the Taco Bell in North Hollywood when I was 16.
And they said, you're not Taco Bell material?
They're like,
oh, my God.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Does that fucking crush you as a human being?
Well, thank God I'd been pre-crushed.
Right.
So there wasn't a lot to go. Yeah.
You've been so down that it didn't matter that a guy from Taco Bell... I mean, you speak English, you're a hard worker. Why were you not Taco Bell material?
We never really sat down and explored that, because once they tell you we didn't accept your application, you don't break off and have a discussion group about it.
But don't you feel in life, don't you say to yourself at that point, if I can't get a job at Taco Bell, there's no hope for me.
I better be a hippie
I
like
better
my
be
mom.
a hippie, and I should get some free cheese from the government.
It did cross my mind. You can't sink much lower than having them say, thanks, but no thanks. Like, I thought I could just walk in, wipe my ass with...
and they take you.
Yeah,
what did the guy say? I mean, like, what do? You go in, you fill out an application. He looked at you and just said, "You're not." Did you turn him off physically? I mean, what is it?
It was the Taco Bell that was right next to my house, so I could walk over there. So I thought this will be an easy gig.
Yeah.
And it was across the street from my high school, and I thought, I'll just go over there and he gave me an application. I took it home and I filled it out, but I'm not great with the penmanship.
Right.
And I probably put my address where my date of birth should have been.
Hey, this guy's retarded.
That's the guy thought, like, either the guy said a brain injury or he did it with his wrong hand or something like that. And I turned it in and he just looked at it and he said, we're good.
I can't think of anything more debilitating than being told you can't work at a Taco Bell. It just seems like that's your last resort, but your last resort is there for you. It's your safe job.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it really is.
Oh, it's just a crazy story. Did you ever go back to that Taco Bell guy and say, hey, look at me now. I'm a success. I have my own podcast.
Just want to let you know.
I just want to let you know I have a podcast.
Well, the good thing about the Taco Bell guys is he was 19 and probably there for another 4 months. It's not like those guys are legacies. Like, my dad worked at Taco Bell, and I've worked at this Taco Bell for 41 years.
Oh, that would just crush me. It really would. Well,
no, it did.
Yeah, Adam's book, Not Taco Bell Material, which is funny, is in stores now. When I follow you on Twitter, sometimes you will tweet, get it on. And I say, what the fuck is wrong with that? I don't know what that... I know
what does that mean?
It means I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know. I'm assuming, does that mean you're supposed to call into the podcast?
No, it just means I got nothing to say.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why am I not in on Get It On?
No, it's like when black guys say, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, but you tweet it a lot.
Of it.
You tweet it a lot.
Oh, no, like, well, twice a week. I'll just write Get It On. It's just, it's all I'm saying
I feel
to
it's
people
a call
is,
to action.
Oh, no. I'm just saying I'm alive.
I feel like it's one of those things, I'm supposed to do one of those mob things where I go and I, meet up.
Where's the meeting?
Means nothing. And as a matter of fact, I pretty much just retweet shit that I already said that people tell me I said.
I mean, listen, let's change the topic for a second. Let's face it. most people know of you and Jimmy as a bromance, one of the great bromances. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel and you did a TV show together. You're still close friends.
Radio together.
Radio, you go together. They have parties of Tom Cruise and all kinds of things.
He just bought my kids a bouncy castle for their birthday.
He bought the kids what?
A bouncy castle.
What is that?
It's a castle which you bounce in. It's
It
right
has
in
like
there.
a
It's like
big trampoline kind of bottom.
inflatable. Yeah, those inflatable bouncy. You just missed the whole bouncy
Right,
castle
he missed
way.
that.
You're lucky.
But Jimmy is a great gift giver as well. If you're his friend,
my God.
He's very thoughtful that way.
But
And
have
yet-
you anchored that thing? Because, you know, the bouncy castle can be taken away by a stiff wind.
I not only anchored it, I moored it. I put it in my fucking swimming pool. I said, kids,
Wow.
I grew up depressed. You're not. I'm taking this bouncy castle. I'm putting it in my swimming pool, and the kids have been bouncing in it in the swimming pool.
Isn't that what a great dad you are?
my
You
God.
want your kids to have something better than you had.
Oh, my God. Listen, like I
but
said.
one of the Jimmy stories I had never heard, and this is kind of gross, I thought, that Jimmy and you were, I guess you were working on the Man Show at the time, and you would spend nights sometimes in hotels together and this kind of thing, and you were sharing a room, and you went in to shower, and Jimmy said to you...
We weren't working at the Man Show.
What were you doing at that point?
We were working for K-Rock in Los Angeles.
Even worse.
And you know how radio is.
Right,
You know how
bad.
fucking cheap and bad radio is.
The worst. So, of course, you're sharing a room.
Of course, we're sharing a room, and we're supposed to be in Seattle covering the Final Four for UCLA, like 1995.
Right.
But we are we're in like Kirkland, Washington, like way the fuck
You're not
40
covering
miles
anything.
out and we're in a motor lodge that shares a parking lot with a 7-Eleven, like where the
Wow.
headlights of the pimp's car shining through your room, and we're sleeping on the same bed. Like it was
It's awful.
It's awful.
But the story goes that you went to take a shower and Jimmy warns you.
No,
What does he say?
The story goes, he went to go take a shower.
Right.
And this is 4 a.m.
Okay.
Because we got an hour drive into Seattle, and the show starts at 6 a.m. You miss those days, don't you?
Oh, I hate it.
So he goes to take a shower in the morning, really just to wake up,
Right.
and then I'm going to go take a shower after him. But we're in such a piece of shit flea bag motel that the tub doesn't drain.
Right.
So the water's, up to my mid shin. It's about 12 inches of water in the tub. By the time, hair floating around.
Yeah.
By the time he's done, whatever was on him, all the stripper glitter, all the shit is all floating. It's just a slick of sebum and Jimmy
I'm gonna
at the
vomit.
top of the tub.
Right.
And then I climb into his warm water,
Right.
and I'm
Oh.
taking a shower.
Right.
And I'm in there just showering off. And, 2 minutes into my shower, Jimmy does a tap on the hollow core door, and he goes, and I go, yeah. And he goes, just a heads up. I beat off in there. Now, I don't know if he was fucking around.
You never
or
know
not.
with him, right?
No, you never know, because
No.
he has a sick sense of humor.
Right.
But now I'm looking for the Jimmy Jizzberg, floating
iceberg.
around in the water.
There's an iceberg, because that stuff stays coagulated.
I'd like to think he was kidding, but I really have no idea. I really have no
that
idea.
story just drove me crazy. You're talking about radio stations. You describe, I think in the new book you describe, radio station refrigerators.
Oh.
I mean, every radio station we worked in, Robin will attest to this, it's disgusting.
Yes.
And like, I remember my mother even coming up to K-Rock, which is a big station in New York, and she was like, don't they put paint on the walls? How are you not depressed every day when you walk around here?
That's
She
the
was
thing.
shocked.
That's the thing that's crazy. You worked
Yeah.
at K-Rock in New York. I worked at K-Rock in Los Angeles,
Right.
one of the biggest, most influential stations in the world, and their refrigerator was a piece of shit.
I know.
Imagine if we were in Poughkeepsie somewhere on an AM station. You'd open it. First off, radio people are fucking nuts.
Right.
Like you'd see these notes on the radio on the refrigerator saying, Jan's lean cuisine is in here.
Yeah.
Jan's lean cuisine was missing last week with the person that stole Jan's. And you're like,
Right.
Jan, you make $150,000 a year and you're 43 years old. How about you keep track of your own fucking lean cuisine? I saw a can of Chef Boyardee raviolis with one ravioli in the bottom, one,
Yeah, right.
and a moistened towel pushed to the top of it. And it's like, these are adults, average age 44, average salary $86,000 a year. remember the vending machine?
Yes.
You'd see the notes on there, Dear Mr. Pepsi Guy. And then they put the date, January 28th, 1997. I put $1 in to get a Pepsi free. I only got 10 cents change.
I
The
demand
Pepsi
my money.
Free, yes,
Yeah.
and then hanging around and like
Why
shaking the guy
are
down.
radio people so depressing?
I've said it before. TV people, smart and evil.
Right.
Radio people, dumb and evil. it's real easy.
So you'd rather be in TV. That was your aspiration, right?
I told James Baby Doll Dixon, be prepared.
Right.
Because he only handled TV.
Right.
And when I
when
I got into radio, he got into radio. And I said, be prepared. And he said, for what? And I said, it's not television.
Right.
And he said, what? And then he called me about a week and a half in. Jack Silver over at the radio station,
The program director,
called him and started yelling at Dixon because I'd asked for a jar of peanut butter. Because I said, look, in the morning, me and my staff, you're doing a 4-hour shift and you want to have some peanut butter on a cracker or something. We need like a jar of Jif peanut butter once a week. And he was like, that's total bullshit. He called my agent yelling at him.
Wow,
Like, who does this prima donna think he is with the peanut butter?
They don't know from that. They're like, bring your own food and do your own thing. In TV, it's a whole different story. They
There's a whole
meals.
there's craft service. There's a buffet.
You have a story in your book about Rodney Dangerfield, and you didn't like Rodney. You said he was a bit of a scumbag.
Dick.
He was a dick. And I had the complete opposite feeling about Rodney.
Everyone loves him.
I'll tell you why I loved him. No one had ever done this for me in my career. I was on The Tonight Show. I think it was like the second time I'd ever done The Tonight Show. And I get a call at my home from Rodney Dangerfield, who was hot as a pistol at that point. He had the Young Comedian special. He had done all those great movies. The guy calls me at home and he goes, I just want to tell you that I watched you on The Tonight Show and I know what you were doing there and it was brilliant. And he was so complimentary. I was like, wow. Rodney Dangerfield is complimenting me. He took time out of his day. So when you wrote he was a dick, what did he do to you?
Well, first off, I think people have two switches. They have dick mode and they have over-the-top nice mode.
Right. There's no middle ground.
No, they're like Banana Republic dictators. They have, I bought you a golden Cadillac,
no, I banned you.
Or I've killed your son. Like, they don't really have an in-between. I like to stay in between.
So you got the one who beheads the son.
He did Loveline. Yeah, he did Loveline on MTV. And I just walked into his dressing room to say what I would do as the host of the show is I would go down and say hi to everyone who came on to do the show.
Which is nice.
And just say, like,
sure.
Thanks for coming on. Say whatever you want. Don't worry about it. You can do no wrong. I would tell him, look, if the show sucks, it's because of me. It won't be because of you. So just have fun. So I walked in. He was probably stoned. He was like in his bathrobe. He was always wearing a bathrobe. And I just said, and he's like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm the host of the show. I just want to say hi. What are you doing? And I'm like, I just want to say hi. Well, why are you here? And I said, I just want to say hi before. Yeah, okay. And I was like, okay, all right. And I left. And then after the show, they did that thing where they go, and we plugged his soup, like Meet Wally Sparks or whatever piece of shit. It was a total piece of shit.
It was one of the bad ones.
It was a piece of shit movie.
Right.
And we plugged the shit out of it. And then when we were done, they did that thing where they come running up with the camera, and they go, you go, hi, I'm Rodney Dangerfield. Watch me tonight on MTV. And then they do one more where they go, watch me tomorrow night on MTV. You do the quick plug.
He didn't want to do it.
And he's like, I got to get a haircut.
Right.
And then we're like, well, it'll just take a second.
But do you blame him? Wasn't he being protected? Don't you come off like a douche when you go, hey, this is Rodney Dangerfield and watch me on MTV? Sometimes you feel like an idiot.
Well, yeah, but you already came across as a douche because you were on my show for an hour plugging your piece of shit movie.
Well, you got a point there. But you get, like, does Jimmy ever get mad at you? He invited you to a party. Tom Cruise and Tom Cruise's mother was there. You pretended to take you took a football and simulated shitting out the football out of your ass.
Yes.
And Tom Cruise got very offended with his mother and they left. Did Jimmy yell at you after a party? Can you be trusted at a party? Do you always have to shit out the football? Are you that guy?
Sometimes I shit out a soccer ball or a utility ball. It's not always a football. No, he wasn't very upset. I just think it was about time Tom was splitting anyway. I was pretty drunk, and I did my football end zone shit dance.
What I like about you is, though, you don't take any shit in life. I mean, Kelly Osbourne, and I work with Sharon Osbourne, who I love, but Kelly Osbourne was on your show, and she claimed that she loved to watch World War II History Channel stuff.
I claim that chicks don't know anything about war.
Right.
And that's pretty much, look, why should they? And I said, look, chicks don't know anything about, if you ever just stop a chick on the street and you ask her about the Battle of the Bulge, or, you ask her about Iwo Jima or anything, they don't know anything.
Right, that's a guy thing.
It's a guy thing. And I said, I never met a chick who knew anything about war. Even the ones, like, I'll talk to chicks and I'll go, what's your dad doing? She'll go like, something in the Navy. And I'll go like, what? Oh, he flies a airplane. Well, which one? Oh, I don't know. The A4? I don't know. I think maybe the F4. I think he's a Blue Angel or something. And you'd be like, what?
Well, and they don't know anything.
They don't give a shit.
So you confronted Kelly. You said to her...
I didn't confront her. I just said, chicks don't know shit about war. That's pretty much it.
And she
said she did what stupid people do, which is she begged to differ. She was like, I watch History Channel with my father, and he lived through the Blitzkrieg, and I know everything about war. And I said, oh, really? And she said, yeah. And I go, all right, well, I go, there's the one chick who knows something about war.
Right.
And then I started thinking about, no way. So
you challenged her.
I said, who were the Allied and the Axis powers? Like, who was,
stop.
Just the most, and she said, oh, well, that's a trick question. I said, no, that's the easiest question there is. That's the first question. That's like signing your name.
So do your guests end up getting upset with you on the show because they go, well, wait a second, we're going to be challenged every step of the way by Adam Carolla?
No, Drew. So I said, look, just admit you don't know anything about the war, and because you don't know what side.
That's the basic.
What side the Germans were on, and what side the Americans were on, and the Japanese were on. That's the most basic question. And she said, that's a trick question, but I still know a lot about war.
Right.
I said, you don't know anything about war if you don't know that, and let's just admit you're wrong, and we'll move on.
Right.
And she wouldn't let it go, and neither would I. And Drew was like yelling at me, leave her alone. And I'm like, I'm not.
Sounds like it was good radio, though.
It is, but Howard, you know what I'm talking about? When somebody goes, just drop it, just leave it alone, and it's like, I'm not the one who's fucking with this. You don't know anything about war. You're the one who jumped in and said you knew something, and you clearly don't.
Are you still friends with Dr. Drew?
Yes.
You're close with him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And do you like his show that he's doing where he gets the celebrities on and he gets them into rehab and fixes them live on television?
Celebrity rehab?
Yeah. Do you like that, or do you have a problem with it?
I know Dr. Drew well, and I know people have theories about Dr. Drew.
Right.
Oh, he's just a camera whore, and he's trying to fix all these people.
I've never heard that before.
He's only doing it for the money and all that shit.
Right.
But he really does. He's the most sincere guy.
So you have no problem with
you'll ever meet in your life. Yeah, he's the nicest, most sincere sort of what. He's really like Jimmy, and then that what you see is what you get. He is that guy.
Don't you think it doesn't fit with his sincere personality to put people on TV and try to cure them? But do you think does that take you a little bit out of...
Well, he's also a whore. He'll do anything for a nickel.
He's a sincere whore.
Right.
Well, a sincere whore is a nice whore.
But I also say this. It's a fun drinking game.
Right.
Dr. Drew's success rate with like his last 15 celebrities, half of them are dead. The other half are like wandering the beach with one shoe right now.
Some are going to die anyway.
All right, that success rate and the success rate of Nick Cage in his last 15 movies. Like, that's a fun game, right? Like, we could have a 2-hour debate and never get to the bottom. Who's less successful?
Right. Oh, my God. And, I do know, I have a beef with Jay Leno, but I know you're very good friends with him because you have that car bonding thing. You know? I think it's sort of weird that Jay drives around in all those old cars. Like, just get a nice new fucking car.
Do you get in those buggies with him?
I have. I always laugh. I always laugh about it because I see him. I saw him the other day just driving through Burbank in like a Stanley steamer.
Yeah, it causes you to get a lot of attention. It seems like a guy screaming for attention, doesn't it, in your world?
It's weird. I'll say this about Jay. First off, yes, he drives around these crazy cars with wooden wheels that work off of coal and have catgut for brakes and stuff like that. I always said it's going to be funny when he didn't think this was funny.
Right.
But I always said to him, it's going to be funny when some kid has to write a report report on you in junior high in 2045, and it'll say Jay Leno died in a steam car accident, and everyone will go, "Are you nuts? Everyone's driving hovercrafts." Yeah. And so here's the thing about
Makes
Jay.
no sense.
I will say this about Jay,
Right.
and I don't know.
And do you fight with Jimmy about Jay? Because Jimmy, you know, don't get him started. He's as bad as I am. He didn't like Jay.
I only know, and I'll be as honest as I can.
Okay.
I only know people from how they treat me. Like, I don't know the insider business stuff or how they do stuff.
Right.
I can tell you this about Jay.
Right.
You can, if you want to know about a celebrity, and you
people said this about Hitler, you know, like they say, hey, you know, he's very nice to me.
He drove a more modern car.
Right.
The 1939
But go
Benz.
ahead, your relationship with Jay.
You can tell a lot about a celebrity, not by the celebrity. The celebrity's going to be nice to you.
Right.
It's their assistant and the people that work for them. If they're scared shitless, then that means that person's a dick.
Right.
Now, if you go over and do Letterman and you talk to his people are scared shitless.
That's true.
They're scared fucking shitless.
That's
like
right.
you go, Dave's upstairs. Can I go say hi? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it'd be a good idea.
It's not going to go well.
Jay, if you call his shop on a Saturday and his guy Bernard answers the phone and I go, hey, Jay, hey, Bernard, I'm with a couple of friends and my kids. We want to come by and look at the Stanley steamer. He'll go, yeah, come over.
Wow.
And I'll go, is Jay there? And he'll go, yeah, Jay's there. And I'll go, you want to check with him? Nah, he doesn't care. Come on over.
There's
Scared
a looser
people.
quality.
Yes, when people are dicks, people go, hold on.
Let me check.
Because I got yelled at last time you came over with your fucking kids. I will say that about Jay. And he's only been gracious to me. That's it. That's all I know of him.
Do you and Jimmy bring that up when you're together? Does he ever say, I can't believe you're friends with Jay? Does he ever say that to you?
No, because he understands we both love cars.
Right.
And he understands that Jay is super friendly to me. I was in Atlantic City doing a show 6 months ago, and he called me just out of the blue and wanted to know if I want to catch a ride in his private jet back to L.A. I didn't even know he was going to be there. He's just nice to me. So I don't know if he goes home and beats the shit out of his wife and like stabs homeless people or what he does, but
you
he's
have this
friendly
nice
to me.
relationship with him. And did you defend him when Conan was attacking him and Jimmy was attacking him and I was attacking him?
I think Conan's a pussy.
You do?
I really do.
Yeah.
Because
you should
first
stop
off,
whining
take
about
your fucking $30 million and shut up.
Right.
Number one, nobody feels sorry for you. You weren't a victim. You're a super rich white victim. Like, who gives a shit?
He lost the Tonight Show.
Who gives a shit? He had it. He didn't get the ratings, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, but don't you think that maybe Jay being on 10 and having a bad lead in, and also, you know, that Conan kind of, you know, needed time to sort of establish himself?
Yeah.
And Jay shouldn't have maybe made a grab back for the show. Maybe.
But listen, how much money has Conan made over the last 15 years?
A fortune.
And this whole thing of, well, it's always been my dream to host the Tonight Show.
That's
well,
all
I've
horseshit.
always wanted to play center field for the Yankees and fuck
Not
a
gonna happen.
supermodel.
Get
So
over
what?
it. Right.
You and everyone else in the country. That was your dream. You're rich. You got canned. You can do whatever you want.
You don't feel bad for him.
For Conan? Should anyone feel bad for Conan?
Robin feels bad for him.
Oh, yeah, he's devastated.
don't
I'm sure he's in
insult
his fucking mansion in Malibu right now, walking along the beach, feeling sorry for himself.
My favorite story, and I mean, we've gone on so long already, but, you know, that whole Natalie Main story is the best story
That's
ever.
Jimmy at his
That's Jimmy
at his
Jimmy
best.
Kimmel, your friend at his best. Do you remember it, Robin?
No, what is the story?
It's such a great story. I'll start it off. I'll let Adam finish it as the grand finale to this conversation. And we're
Sure.
celebrating Adam's new book that's on sale starting today. Not Taco Bell material in stores right now.
Yeah, this story's in the book. Yeah, this is the greatest story ever.
Adam went on a date with Adam was seeing his wife, but he even said to his wife, hey, you know, you're not going to believe this. Natalie Maines of the Dixie Chicks, who was a big fan of our show and a friend of mine, Natalie Maines wants to take me to the what was it, the Grammys or something.
Yes.
And so everyone was cool with it. So
no, not everyone was cool with it.
But your girlfriend at the time said, "Okay, you know, I'll deal with it."
I just did it.
You just
Like,
did.
I
He
just
didn't
said-
really ask
you were like,
permission.
"Wow,
He just told her.
this is exciting."
I got a call from my agent, and he said Natalie Maines wants you to escort her to the Grammys.
And it's exciting.
And I said, yeah, why? I don't know her. I never met her. And she said she's a big fan of yours, and she wants you to take her.
Long story short, they go out on the date, Robin. And, you know, whatever it is, they go to the Grammys together. For the next couple of weeks, Adam starts to get almost, I would say, stalked by Natalie Maines.
Really?
The first day Adam gets at his at work, he gets a bouquet of flowers.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's what did the card say?
It just said, had a great time, Natalie, call me.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a problem because I had a girlfriend.
Right.
I was going to say, did you have a great time?
I did, but I had to go to do Loveline. I had to go work that night.
Right.
So I just went to the Grammys and then I left. And it was like one of those things where, like, I told my girlfriend, look, I know you're pissed off, but I've never been to the Grammys. I'll never go again.
You never get to go with a big star.
And I never get to go. And they fucking won, too, by the way, which I didn't want them to, because when we stood up, I knew the cameras behind them.
Just started making out with her.
I just, like, high five, Natalie.
And Natalie, and you went, it wasn't a romantic night, but it was just something she admired you
yeah. I mean, if I didn't have a girlfriend, maybe it could have turned into something, because she asked me to escort her. I guess she had some attraction.
Absolutely.
So I got these flowers, and so I called her that night when I was driving into Loveline, and she said, "Oh, I'm in my bedroom right now watching you on TV." And I was like, "Oh wow, bitch got it bad for you, eh?"
Yeah, right.
Damn,
you're making it.
Where was she in high school?
Right.
And so and also and then the following, and I said, "Listen, thanks for the roses. That was really nice." And she said, "Yeah, no problem." And I said, "You know, I got a girlfriend. But, you know, when you guys come in town, come do the radio show." And she went, "Yeah, all right." And we hung up the phone. Yeah. And then the next day, I got a big, giant chocolate chip cookie. And it said, you know, we need each other, you know, Natalie, you know, call me, you know.
Wow. So that was kind of stalkerish.
Right. And so, you know, I called her up. And first off, I was thinking, as a guy, Howard, you know this well.
Right.
We have no training for avoiding hot, blonde, Grammy-winning pussy.
Right.
It's not like we spent our whole life running an obstacle course avoiding pussy.
You almost can't say no to it.
You don't know how to say no. It's like
it's not in your DNA.
Which in your DNA is like, I wonder if that chick's drunk enough where I could fuck her. It's never like, hey, you take your Grammy and your banjo and get the fuck out of here.
Right.
We don't have that mode.
And so you called her after you got the cookie.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, thanks for all the... You know, and she's hot, and she's got a Grammy, and she's making millions of dollars, and she's
Beautiful
young,
girl,
and I'm like, you know, and this is like 1999. She's, I don't know, 25, you know, and I'm like, listen, thanks.
I gotta let you down.
I'm punching my penis, yelling.
But the third thing you got at work after even saying thank you.
Well, then I got a 6-foot sub. And on the sub, there was a sign that said, "I will not be ignored."
Yeah.
Jimmy claims it was written in mustard, but I can't remember. I thought it was a sign.
It said, "I will not be." Now imagine this. And so Adam's like, "Oh, fuck."
And Jimmy's like, "You better call her. And you better straighten her shit out right now." And he said, "And don't be nice.
Right.
Don't be nice."
Right.
And I said, "No, Jimmy, this is a joke. She's embarrassed. This is her way of, she was humiliated. I'm not going to embarrass her more by calling her." He's like, fuck. He said, "This chick is nuts. You fucking call her right now and you scream at her." I was like, she's embarrassed, Jimmy.
Right.
So the next day I get to my work and there's a box on my desk and I open the box and there's some soiled panties. And I don't mean soiled like grass stains. I mean soiled in a good way. You know?
Right.
And there's a note. There's a note underneath it that said, "We need to fuck now, Natalie."
Oh.
Wow. Are you kidding?
Yeah. And I was like, after putting him on my head and doing a couple victory laps, because, you know,
this girl wants him.
I had to go into the writer's room where Natalie Maines passed, talking to him through the leg hole, you know. Like, hey, guess whose panties these are? They
These
smell
are
like
normal
Grammys
panties.
and victory to me.
Right.
So when we're done, when I was done with my victory lap, Jimmy's like, "Are you going to call her now? Because this bitch is nuts and she's out of control and she's going to make a mess of your relationship and this thing's spinning out." And he said, "You fucking call her right now." And he got me all charged up and he said, and by the way, you were nice. Don't be nice. She didn't get your little hints before.
She's not getting the message.
Not getting the message. So you fucking lay into her.
Right.
Call her now and lay into her. And,
so did you do it?
Yeah, like out of a sitcom.
What'd you say?
I picked up she picked up the phone. She was in a pottery barn in Nashville with her mom.
With her mom.
And I was like, "I don't give a shit about your mom, Natalie." And Jimmy was like, "Fucking yell at her." And I was like, "Look, I don't know how many times I got to tell you. I've been laying it out. You're not picking up the, you know, I mean, no, you want to fuck. Everyone wants to fuck. Come on. But listen, I have a girlfriend. What do you want from me?
Right.
You're fucking killing me over here." And she's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Come on with the fucking roses and the panties and the whole." And she said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I said, the panties and the cookies. And she's like, "What the? what are you talking about? Cookies? I didn't see any fucking cookie. And I said, believe me, I know what's going on. And she said, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And I said, look, okay, you don't know what I'm talking about? I said, you sent me flowers. I called you and thanked you for the flowers, and you said no problem. Right. I said, so tell me you didn't send me the roses. She said, I didn't send you any roses. I said, well, why did you thank you? Why did you say thank you then? When I asked you about the roses, she said, what the fuck was I going to say? She said, Adam, if somebody called you and said thank you for the roses, what would you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, that's it.
Well, put a sugar cube and some water in there. God bless you.
So did it dawn on you what was going on right then and there?
You know, when you've been fucked with for a long time and your reality's been altered?
Yeah.
It takes a little while. There's some gears grinding in your head. It's kind of like when you get your car stolen in a parking lot and you're like, didn't I park here? There's that moment of you wandering around going, what did I
all
park
of a sudden, you realized, of course, Natalie wasn't even in on it a little bit. She had no idea.
She had no idea what was going on.
Was Jimmy watching you on the phone cracking up?
He was standing on his desk videotaping me.
Oh, you're
kidding. He was standing on his desk holding a camcorder.
Oh, my God, that's the greatest. Did you want to kill him?
I didn't know how I had 3,000 different feelings going on at the same time. And then the funniest part of the story, which I never even knew about, was later on.
Yeah, how many guys were in on this
everybody.
Whole thing? Yeah.
Everybody in North America but me. And of course, it was 2 weeks of me walking around the office. Like, you see that, fellas? It's called it. It's something
you feel like
the
an
French
asshole.
have a word for it. It's called the je ne sais quoi. You add a little something. It's a pheromone. What can I do? The women love me. You know.
Poor you.
So but she did start it by asking me to the Grammys.
That's
true.
But
Jimmy just took
fault.
it
Jimmy
and ran with it.
He ran with it. He's got that kind of mind.
The thing that was funny is later on, I never knew this. Jimmy told me this about this 10 years after the fact. He said, you know whose panties those were? I said, no, I never thought about that. I thought you guys just found some panties, you know. I said, no, he said, that was our receptionist panties. And I said, oh, really? It was a simpler time, by the way, where you could be like, give me your panties, sweetie. We got a joke to pull off.
Yeah, there was no HR department.
And he said, remember that part where you were like sniffing them and wearing them on your head, and waving them over your head, and she was standing there looking like she was going to throw up into her mouth?
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's just so great. Listen, Adam Carolla, his new book, Not Taco Bell. What do you want, Gary?
Natalie just tweeted.
What'd she say?
I love this story. One of the best pranks ever.
It is a great prank. It is great.
It has every element.
Adam's new book, Not Taco Bell. Material is in stores now. We look forward to getting the book. Check out Adam's podcast at adamcarolla.com. You're a great guy. We always love seeing you on the show.
What a wonderful guest.
And thanks for coming in, Adam. We'll take a break, and good luck with the book.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after these words.
It is. It's a great.
On fire, brother.
It's a great fucking story.
That's the best story ever.
It's so good because
Howie Mandel said he was going to play practical jokes to me. I said, I don't take them well. Like, I will punch you in the face if you fuck with me. I said, so don't. I don't want to ruin our relationship. I wouldn't have taken that well. I would have gone for sure.
I couldn't. It was so well executed and conceived that I just, it was perfect.
But he does that all day long, right?
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy Kimmel the greatest prankster of all time? I mean,
I think so.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Stephen Hawking and Jimmy are the two greatest. They're both top three. Jimmy's in the top five. Yeah.
Did you ever get him back for that ridiculous prank? I mean, what have you done to him over the years?
I've really just slowly siphoned money from his bank account through not being as successful as him. So I do the ultimate payback, which is I just slowly, he writes all the jokes, I take all the credit. That's really the way I pay him back.
You'll ruin him eventually.
Oh, he's ruined. Emotional.
Adam, when you were speaking about Occupy Wall Street and the way people tend to blame the system instead of themselves.
Yes.
What do you think the solution is for the current state of our country and the way things are going?
First off, everyone stop apologizing for everyone who doesn't have a job. Just fucking look. Everybody's here. Everyone's working. Everyone's busting their ass. Everyone gets up at 4 a.m. Just get up, bust your ass. And there are going to be a certain amount of people out of work. But this whole thing of the president sitting up there going, a lot of hard-working folk don't have jobs, and those people don't seem to like them. Stop turning the people that are paying the taxes into the enemy. Just everyone get to work. That's all.
What about all the corruption from Wall Street, though, and the
Yeah, there is.
mortgage-backed securities?
There's
and-
obviously there's corruption. There's corruption at Wall Street. There's corruption in the government. But that's going to be there anyway. You still need to get a job.
Right.
Like, it'd be nice if that was fixed. I don't think that's going to be fixed. So get a job. It'd be nice if there wasn't any insider trading. It'd be nice if the banks weren't corrupt. It'd be nice if all that stuff would be great. And I wish it would go away. But it's not going to go away. So get a job.
Thank you, and best of luck with not Taco Bell material. Your new book.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, have the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine, and I'm here inside the Black Cloud Diner. Some people were born with lady luck, and everything really seems to go their way. My guest today is the opposite of that statement. Whether he is failing at doing push-ups or being blamed for every audio problem while he stands around watching other people try to fix it, losing bets and wandering the streets of Manhattan in women's underwear, or driving off while an envelope filled with cash still sits atop the roof of his car, he has been an integral part of the show for over 2 decades. Now, recently, and I'm not sure why, we're pretty sure that he has permanently walked away from a very lucrative gig touring with the Ronnie Munn Block Party. He was born with a black cloud over his head, and you really should think twice before stepping foot inside this studio. Whenever there's a up, someone, somewhere, is bound to be yelling his name. Please say hello to Scott the Engineer. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the Black Cloud Diner.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I agree with that intro, but...
It was all pretty factual, no?
Well, it wasn't complimentary, I can tell
I didn't
you
say it was
that.
complimentary, I just said it was factual.
All right.
All right.
I'll go with that.
All right. We got a question from Stephanina N. Stephanina asks, what was the deciding factor in leaving the block party? Was it that easy to walk away from $2,500? And will you be filling your now available weekends with family cousins' weddings and B12 shots?
All the above. No, it wasn't easy to walk away, but when somebody doesn't treat you fairly or breaks an agreement they had with you, it's not hard to walk away. I mean, yeah, the money is attractive. But in the end, I decided that I didn't want to be pushed around, I didn't want to be stepped on, and it was worth it to me to just walk away and let them do what they got to do. If they want to screw people over, that's up to them. They're not going to screw me over. So when I thought I had a deal, I didn't have a deal. So I'm not doing it.
I was going to do some jokes tonight, but they don't want me to torture you. So here's Ronnie Munn.
It sounds like, at best, it was a fuzzy arrangement at the beginning. Nobody seems to have anything in writing. It was kind of a confusing situation. I mean, couldn't you chalk it up to a misunderstanding and take the $2,500 a weekend? I mean, that's huge money for a lot of people.
It's very nice money. Again, everybody says it's about the money, but obviously if I walked away from the money, it's not about the money. It's about being fair and abiding by an agreement that we had, or I thought we had, which they admitted we had, and then they just decide to, change it by themselves. So Yeah, it is hard to walk away, but I don't have any regrets about it.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Who can believe you? You always fuck. That's what you
Well,
do. You
I'm
tell
telling
me.
you right now.
Who knows what the you're doing? I don't know. I never know.
Unlike you, I'm telling you.
I never know if you're serious. You never can be serious.
Are you serious?
You're always pranking. Who can believe
In other words, you're off the tour.
They were serious when I didn't go on stage, when they wanted to put me on last. Now you're serious again? So when are you serious? I don't know. It's mind-boggling.
The money is good. It won't change my life.
Okay.
So it'll help pay extra, bills and extra money. But hey, I'll survive.
Are you going to do the Sal and Richard and Scott tour?
That was a joke.
Uh-huh.
We're not doing any. We're
Lots
not doing
of
any other
jokes.
tour for now.
Question from @TomboySmith. They ask, do you trim your pubic hair?
Like, that's private.
Well, this is Fine Time. This is where we share this kind of expose detail.
Oh,
Give us-
really?
yeah.
You want all the details?
We
huh?
want the people want to know.
What?
Do you trim? You
Let
trim
me
your-
show. Well, hold
please
on.
do.
No, no.
please.
I do. Yes.
You do.
Yeah. It's always you always need to trim. I don't shave. But
Do you use the same
need-
clippers that you use on your beard?
No.
You totally do, don't you?
No, I don't. I don't shave. I told you. I take scissors and I
Okay.
just trim.
Okay.
Okay, I don't, I take scissors because it gets like this long. I should put it on my head.
Excellent. Question from Ketternath B. Ketternath asks,
Yes.
what's the worst technical problem you've had on air?
Not being on air. I mean, when you go off the air and you're trying to figure out why, that's a big problem. So yeah, that probably would be the worst when you can't figure out what's going on, or you get a power failure, or it's just a transmitter. When we used to be on regular radio, transmitter goes down and you don't know what happened. So that's probably the worst.
Those seconds ticking by where you got to solve the
Yeah, I
problem.
mean, everybody's yelling your name, and I'm sure people have heard my name being yelled many times.
Question from Joseph S. Joseph asks, what are your plans when Howard retires?
Well, Joseph, it seems I'm in the same boat as everybody else around here. We're taking it a day at a time. Hopefully, that'll be 3.5 years from right now, as of this date, and hopefully there'll be something that I'll be able to get into. Maybe by that time I'll have started another block party. You never know.
This secondary block party has been, this is not a joke anymore.
One door closes and the next one opens. You know how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know where I'll be.
So you think a block party might be your next step career-wise?
I don't know. I'm trying to leave that in the mysterious.
Are you really making plans for, I mean, we know, we don't know what's going to happen in 3.5 years. Have you really legitimately, we went through the scare a year and a half ago. Well, what do you think's going to happen next? You got a plan for this stuff.
I have a resume. I'll be into my 60 years.
Yeah.
Little too soon to retire. I probably needed another 4 or 5 years of work before I could retire at the end of this deal. I really don't know. Hopefully I can remain in doing what I'm doing in some capacity somewhere. If not, I'll come to McDonald's and I'll cook some burgers. What can I tell you?
Excellent. Maybe go back to the weddings.
There you go.
DJ.
Yeah, I'll be DJ. Yeah.
Ann H. asks, I know you seem to feel disrespected by the people you work with. Do you also feel disrespected by the fans?
No, when I did all those block parties, the fans are great. I mean, they could have been better. They love the show. They love everybody on the show. No, I can't say that. No, not at all.
You like the fans.
I love the fans.
You like stopping, taking pictures, autographs. You're into it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's really good. So, yeah, I love when the people are excited to meet you, and most of them are genuinely excited. I don't know why, but most of them are, really nice to deal with, and, it's I love all the fans.
Good. Sean A. asks, when you say you're joking, are you joking that you were joking, or what the are you talking about?
I don't know. Sean, what am I talking about?
That's what I want to know.
I have a very dry sense of humor, and once you get to know me, I guess you get it. But when I say I'm joking, I'm joking.
I heard through the grapevine you're trying to organize Scott the Engineer's block party.
No, that was a joke.
It seems like a really, and I say with great love as a friend, it seems like a good way to get out of a situation to just play it later and go, I was joking. I was joking about that. But I don't know if I always believe that you were seriously joking.
Okay.
Is it a good?
Maybe I'm a good actor.
Is it a good defense mechanism to just say I was joking and get out of something?
I maybe have used that once or twice as a defense mechanism, but I think most of the time, like the Black Cloud tour was literally a joke.
Okay.
That was it was just something I threw at Sal and Richard. They were sitting there. I go, why don't we just start the Black Cloud tour? That was something that I didn't even think about. I just came to me. So yeah, that was
okay.
And the fact that I'm not a good comedian comes out in those supposed jokes. So you never know.
Touring with stand-up
they're
is
not
the
funny.
best option.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Stick with the iPad DJ. Karen H asks, what does Howard do that annoys you the most?
What does Howard do that annoys me the most? You know what? I can't really answer that question. I don't know.
I'm going to make you. There's got to be something that just gets under your skin or frustrates you. You've been here a long time to not have something that's an annoyance.
Sometimes he says people have screwed with his equipment, where I know absolutely, positively, no one has touched a thing.
You dance around in the halls like a fucking asshole, and you're ruining my show.
I dance around the halls.
Her fader was fine. You moved.
No, she was low, man.
She wasn't low.
I'm telling you.
Listen to this show. I know what's low.
I'm telling you, she was low.
Okay.
So, and a lot of times it happens after vacation weeks, and he comes back, and I think he's attuned a little differently to what he hadn't been there in 2 weeks or something like that. So the longer vacations when he's away, something might sound slightly different. I gotta say though, he does have good hearing and he knows what he wants and he knows it. But sometimes that's frustrating when he says something's been changed and I know that nothing's been changed. Sometimes it is something's been changed and he knows it. But
do you feel like you're the easy scapegoat for that?
I'm very easy. I mean, because I should know what's going on. If somebody goes into the studio without my knowledge, which can happen, and changes something and doesn't keep me in the loop, then it's my fault. So I try to make sure that everybody tells me if there's any changes going on. But that's frustrating when he thinks there's been a change and I know there hasn't been.
Gotcha.
So.
At Trackstar1979 asks, it seems like you and Gary never got along. When did it all start to go downhill?
We always got along. I mean, we work together. We have differences of opinion on the way things should have been done. You got to remember when we started, or when I started with Howard, it was basically, there was nobody worked for the show. It was Howard and Robin and Fred and Jackie and Gary and me. That was it. So when I came in, so me and Gary had to deal one-on-one with everything. We were in charge of best of, and I was in charge of putting it together. He was in charge of pulling all the, the shows and everything. So we came to heads on some things that, obviously when people work together, they're gonna have disagreements, and that's where it stems from. There's no really, hatred for each other.
In other words, if you can't get it done because you're overworked, I don't want to hear it. If you can't get it done because you're overworked, go to Richie and you need more help.
If you don't respect what I have to say, you.
You couldn't get your f***ing job done if your life depended on it.
Do you consider him a friend?
I consider everybody that I work with friends. I mean, they're more associates than friends. We don't hang out together, but yeah, I mean, everybody I work with is a friend.
I was working on this shit. What do you think I was f***ing doing? F***ing off?
Go f*** yourself.
Angelo V asks, how many push-ups can you do today? Can you give us 5 right now?
I probably could do 5 right now, but I won't.
Come on.
No,
come on.
my legs, I really can't.
What?
With the legs and the B12.
The legs are the least involved part of the push-up.
What, are you kidding me?
The push-up is kind of more on the top.
The legs
right?
are...
I mean,
well, I gotta
really
support
the core.
myself with the legs.
I think it's worth a shot.
You do?
Yeah.
You do.
Let me see what you got.
You want me to do 5 real push-ups?
Just do 5. 5 is nothing.
Come
on. That's what we do on Fine Time. It's breaking
Hold on
information.
I got a cable here.
You can just give a good
Hold
stretch.
On, I got it.
I think you're capable of this. I have great faith in you. 2, 3, 4, 5.
6. I did one for good luck.
You know what?
I did one for good luck.
I'm impressed. That was outstanding.
I probably could do more, but
I mean, if you want to, feel free.
That's okay. Was that impressive?
That was impressive.
I went down pretty far, right?
Those
were real push-ups.
Did Scott do 17 push-ups?
No.
Thank you.
No, I have to be honest.
You can't say that. You blew the whistle once.
Listen.
If it wasn't a push-up, you would have blown it more. That's all I gotta say.
Wait, he said.
Hey, I'm leaving. I know it. You better pay off.
I'm no judge, and I know that if there were a judge here, there'd probably be some controversy around it, but I think I thought it was pretty good. Question from @Zuba. Zuba asks, have you ever had a non-Black Cloud moment where you walked away a winner?
Always.
Tell me about one.
When I had a child, that's a beautiful thing. Got married, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, of course. So there you go.
Do you think more things are lucky in your life?
I got
than
this
unlucky?
job.
Yeah, that's huge.
Right?
Right.
Huge. Best thing. I mean, right? Who wouldn't love it? So when people say I have a black cloud, don't believe it.
You still don't believe in the Black Cloud curse? You don't subscribe?
I think I have my share of good luck and bad luck just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Things go wrong in everybody's life and things go well. So I don't think I have any more or less.
Fair enough. I want to thank Scott for taking the time to answer the questions that you, the fans, submitted. Keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can email, you can even send video submissions and be a part of the show. Remember that this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I hope you had a fine time. Scott, I had a fine time with you.
So did I.
Did you enjoy this?
Thank you for coming to the Black Cloud Diner.
I didn't want to. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been in here one time before, and it was the worst week of my life, and
Well,
I had to take a minute to prepare myself to walk in.
Get ready for another bad week.
God, please no. This is the last time I'm shooting something in here. It scares the shit out of me.
Hey now, you don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.